Job. LSU coach Les Miles leads his team into Tiger Stadium. On the field, he's joined by 3 of his 4 children. And on perhaps his final senior night, Les Miles waves to the cheering fans at LSU.
So, you say men are superior drivers?
Yeah.
Then how do I get this?
Safe driving bonus check. Every 6 months without an accident, Allstate sends a check. Okay. Silence. Are you in good hands?
Isn't it funny that the people you're closest to are also the hardest to shop for? But if you know where to look for inspiration, you can find the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Low prices on everything you need to share wonder every day. Walmart.
If you battle knee pain or shoulder pain, don't tough it out. Turn it off.
New Smart Relief from Icy Hot for knee and shoulder. Turn on relaxing pulses that immediately block even chronic pain.
Turn on Smart Relief and turn off pain.
High school, knock him up here. High school. Hi, would you sign my petition? Miss, can you sign my petition? It says, I, Larry Culpepper, should present the national championship trophy
to the winner of the college football playoff.
I invented the playoff. I should be able to hand out the trophy.
That's my job. Who are you?
Almost got John Saunders to sign it. If I give you a Dr. Pepper, will you sign my petition?
No.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Don't give me 6. Don't spill on it. I can't read that. You're going to have to do it again. Let's go! Knock him up here! Let's go! Knock him up here!
Away is as much about getting there as it is being there. Away is where the days are packed with wonder, and the evenings are filled with familiar comforts. Find your away. For a dealer in the RV that's right for you, visit GoRVing.com.
The Dr. Pepper SEC Fanfare. 2 days of activities, events, and games. And SEC Nation broadcasting live from the Georgia World Congress Center. The Dr. Pepper SEC Fanfare. Friday and Saturday, December 4th and 5th.
So there you see that LSU is on a streak. Texas A&M has never beaten LSU since joining the SEC. Coming out is Speedy Noyle, Louisiana native, and he doesn't make the best decision to start this game. So, Kyle Allen, the young man from Scottsdale, Arizona, Jesse.
And he has tremendous arm talent. He will force the defense to have to defend the entire width and the entire length of the field. He should be very, very confident coming off that performance last week against Vanderbilt. And he's a guy in that game was very accurate, taking shots deep down the field. I would expect Kyle Allen tonight to continue being aggressive and really challenge this LSU secondary down the field on some long balls.
Trey Carson opens as the running back alongside Allen. 4-man Tiger rush. They open with an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10. The motion man seals Jones the target.
And I think Lewis Neal, the defensive end, got a hand up and deflected that pass. Good stop early for this LSU defense.
Christian Kirk moves over to the left slot on 2nd and 10. In his direction, double teamed, incomplete, make it 3rd down for Davius White, the defensive back.
Yeah, did an outstanding job reading the route. Was able to sit on the route, force the incompletion. Now you've got a 3rd and 10 situation. Jake Spavital, their offensive coordinator, told me before the game on the field, he's worried about the athleticism and the pass rush that LSU has up front. They have to do a good job protecting Kyle Allen.
Aggies with a bunch formation to the right. Now he'll bring Kirk in motion again. Play action, moves off to his right and incomplete, and it's 3 and out on the opening series of the game for the Aggies, and because of field position, LSU is going to be in good shape.
3rd and long situation. Defensive coordinator Kevin Steele dials up the pressure, and Jamal Adams, the safety, involved in that. He's the one that gets the hit on Kyle Allen. A very good 3 and out to start this game for the Tiger D.
Drew Kaiser punting, and you saw Tre'Davious White back deep. Kaiser is standing on the Aggies' 2-yard line. Line drive, fielded by White at the 35. Dips back, and he makes his way to the 41-yard line. And that is where we will see Brandon Harris for the first time, Jesse.
There's no denying the talent that this true sophomore has. He's 6'3", he's big, he's got elite arm strength, and he's got the athleticism to extend plays. But in that 3-game losing skid, when the opposing defense took away the running game, Brandon Harris hasn't been able to put this offense on his shoulders. And I think there's going to be times tonight Texas A&M is going to load the box to stop Leonard Fournette. Brandon Harris is going to have to be able to take advantage of the one-on-one matchups outside.
Mouton will be the fullback, set in front of number 7, Fournette. On play action, dropped. Perfectly called and executed, and Mouton, the fullback, simply dropped it. So our LSU starters tonight, and Malachi Dupree becomes big because Trayvon Durrell is out for the season with that injured hamstring. So keep an eye out for number 15 when the Tigers go downfield.
And he's not on the field right now, Brent, which leads you to think that LSU getting set. Yeah, so maybe run. Not on the field right now, Brent, which leads you to think that LSU getting set. Yeah, so maybe run the ball here on 2nd down, unbalanced formation.
Leonard Fournette is stacked up on his first carry of the game as we
field right now, Brent, which leads you to think that LSU getting set. Yeah, so maybe run the ball here on 2nd down, unbalanced formation.
Leonard Fournette is stacked up on his first carry of the game as we welcome those of you who have just joined us. You did not miss much. Texas A&M took the opening kickoff 3 and out. And now you're looking at 3rd down here for Brandon Harris and LSU. That was Fournette's first carry of the game. Derrick Henry with another huge afternoon for Alabama as the Crimson Tide rolls over Auburn.
This is exactly where Texas A&M wants to be living on defense. 3rd and long situations. Let Myles Garrett and Deshaun Hall tee off.
Harris drops it off down low to Fournette. 45. Spins at the 40 to the 36-yard line for a first down. Safety valve pays off for Harris.
A really nice job by Harris. And his pocket presence, stepping up in the pocket. He feels the rush coming around the right side, keeps his eyes downfield, finds the check down, and that's the most dangerous check down in the country, carrying the football on Leonard Fournette.
Freshman tight end Moreau over the right side of the formation. The Tigers adjust. Diarce is off to the left now on this 1st and 10. Now they change the slot and bring the wide man and then give it to Fournette, who busts across the 35 to perhaps the 33-yard line, where he's taken down by A.J. Hillard. Those linebackers, Jesse, they're going to have their hands full.
Yeah, this has been a bad run defense all season long, but they're coming off their best performance against Vanderbilt last week, and a really good running back in Ralph Webb. They held him to just over 3 yards a carry, so their confidence is at its highest at the perfect time. But you're right, Brent. In order for them to stop Leonard Fournette in this running game, these linebackers have to play downhill and get into gaps.
There was movement. The defensive tackle may have come across. He appeared to move. Let's see if he was drawn. That's young Dalen Mack, a freshman, who has a terrific upside. He's been playing in place of the injured Obioha.
Defense on the 5. 5-yard penalty.
This young true freshman is extremely talented. He was the #6 overall recruit coming out of high school last year. And when you watch him on film, he's got a great get-off. And he's a guy that likes in his mind to try and time the snap count, which helps him get into the backfield quicker. So a nice job there by Brandon Harris. Ethan Posick, the center for LSU, mixing up the cadence and trying to slow down the get-off by Texas A&M.
The penalty moves the ball to the 28-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 2. Fournette left hole, 1st down, just shy of the 20-yard line. Armani Watts makes the stop. So the starters along that offensive line, and big news here is that Gerald Hawkins, the left tackle after missing last week, has returned. And Posick, as Leonard Fournette bangs to the 15-yard line, and now they're inside that red zone.
And no secret, they are lining up in the I formation, and they are running downhill, and they're going to force Texas A&M to prove to them that they can be physical enough to stop them. LSU's win against the Aggies last year, they ran for 384 yards. The year before that, 324 yards. So they are making their intentions clearly known tonight. We are running right at you.
Short drop, fires toward the end zone, jump ball, incomplete. Excellent coverage by Harris. Devontae Harris all over Malachi Dupree in the end zone.
And Malachi Dupree is one of the best at this in the entire country. You get down in the red zone, you throw these fade routes, and he has the ability and the body control to elevate and come down with these. But a better job by Devontae Harris in coverage, getting his head turned around, locating the football, minimal contact. That is outstanding bump and run man-to-man coverage.
John Chavis switched schools, now the defensive coordinator at Texas A&M. Big 3rd down for his defense here. Harris from the gun, deflected, incomplete, and that forces a 4th down. So the first all-out deflection by Chavis's defensive front, and that brings the field goal unit onto the field for LSU.
Great job by Alonzo Williams, number 83. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get home to the quarterback, so he's got his eyes watching that release point, gets the big left paw up there, rejected, and that's going to force the field goal attempt by a very, very accurate Trent Domingue.
His holder is Brad Craigthorpe. And the 32-yarder is on the money. LSU's drive stalls in the red zone, but they do get a field goal and an early lead for Coach Les Miles here at LSU.
Did anybody catch that play?
No. Nope.
Okay, we're going to act like we're debating about it. You two do the bouncy football thing. You rub your head like it's a real tough call. No, that looks like you're having a migraine. I'm going to break the huddle confidently.
Mike's on!
First down! Save big with State Farm.
I'd rather do anything else than sit at a dealership. It's a lot of haggling, and it takes so long.
Greg's experience is completely different than mine.
Yeah. Yes, Mike has used TrueCar.
At TrueCar, we'll show you how much others paid for the car you want and how much you should.
Because I used TrueCar, there was no haggling about the price. They treated me so well, and it was just such a quick, easy experience.
Get your car and get back to the life you love. Welcome to the future of car buying.
Isn't it funny that the people you're closest to are also the hardest to shop for? But if you know where to look for inspiration, you can find the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Low prices on everything you need to share wonder every day. Walmart.
54? 54?
Right here, dude.
Here's your Call of Duty Ultimate Care Package.
Nice package.
Thanks. Oh.
55?
The Ultimate Care Package. A Tex-Mex Bacon Thick Burger and chance to win Call of Duty Black Ops 3 prizes like an epic in-game weapon camo at Hardee's.
Well, with all those rumors swirling about his job, LSU coach Les Miles led his Tigers into the stadium. And on the field, he was joined by 3 of his 4 children. And perhaps his last senior night here at LSU. This is how the crowd reacted. So, you know, Jesse, regardless of what happens, he's one of the greatest coaches in the history of LSU. But how did we get to this point?
I think Les Miles is a victim of his own success. He set the bar so high in his first 7 years when they played in 2 national championship games. But since the 2011 season, when they lost to Bama in the national title game, the trajectory of the program has been on the decline. Their win total in conference games in the last 4 years has gone down each year. He struggled at developing quarterbacks, this offense has. And of course, they've lost 5 in a row to Alabama. And when you recruit the way they do and you send as many players to the NFL as they do, they just haven't won enough. And I think that's why Les Miles finds himself in the hot water that he's in right now.
Gamble with his second kickoff of the night. And this is Christian Kirk who's going to come out. The electric freshman. Fumble! LSU recovers. 2 kickoffs, both disasters. One shy of the 20 and the other a turnover. And that fumble was recovered by Dante Jackson, a freshman defensive back.
It's the second time, Brent, that Texas A&M has caught a kickoff deep in its end zone and decided to bring it out. And the second time they've had disaster, I think that was Devin Voorhees who got in there and stripped the football out of Christian Kirk's hands. Number 35 right there. Fortuitous bounce for LSU, and here they are knocking on the door right at the 20-yard line going in.
Now sudden change, and Fournette will come out. Darius Geis will be the running back this time. And now Fournette will go out, and they'll both be on the field. So they have both of them. And Fournette will line up at the tailback spot. Play action, and they're going to bring Geis around on an end around, and he's thrown for a loss back at the 25. Excellent defense with both running backs. Chavis smelled it out. Washington makes a stop, and the defensive call was a good one.
It's a new wrinkle, something LSU hasn't shown a lot of, getting the true freshman Geis lined up outside wide, trying to catch A&M off guard. But John Chavis, defensive coordinator, good job coaching up the linebacker. Sean Washington was able to stay outside and keep contained and force the negative play.
The freshman wide receiver, number 3, goes out wide to the left. Dupree is the slot man on an obvious passing situation. So obvious that they come with number 7. Good call, Brent.
So here they are again in another 3rd and long situation. And watching the pass protection the last 3 games, especially for LSU, it has been awful. And their left tackle, Gerald Hawkins, and their right tackle, Padal Alexander, have really struggled when defensive ends have tried to bull rush them. Here's another scenario this offense does not want to be in.
Diarce, one of the wide receivers, out to the left. Dupree stays in the slot. Fournette is the running back for protection. Line holds, goes deep, and that was Diarce, the intended target, and he overthrew him. Nick Harvey with coverage, and so again, LSU's offense stalls down, and they'll have to settle for a second field goal attempt here, Jesse.
But I think
Texas A&M's got to feel really good about what's happening.
I was just going to say, I think you've got to give this defense a ton of credit in a sudden change situation. You fumble the kickoff return, LSU's got the ball on your doorstep, and you force a 3 and out like that. That is a total win for John Chavis in this D.
32 the first one. This will be a 38-yarder for Domingue. He puts him up 6-0. But right now, the star for Texas A&M is John Chavis. He knows a lot about LSU's offense, and his defense has showed up, and they're proving it. There's the Chief.
So you say men are superior drivers?
Yeah.
Then how'd I get this?
Safe driving bonus check. Every 6 months without an accident, Allstate sends a check. Silence. Are you in good hands?
If you battle knee pain or shoulder pain, don't tough it out. Turn it off.
New Smart Relief from Icy Hot for knee and shoulder. Turn on relaxing pulses that immediately block even chronic pain.
Turn on Smart Relief and turn off pain.
Introducing Ballpark Flame Grilled Jerky. Tough, but also tender.
Thank you.
Ballpark Flame Grilled Jerky. Dried to be tough, flame grilled to be tender.
Turn the land you own into the land you love and rise with Mahindra. Proudly assembled right here in America with heavy-duty steel, not plastic, so every Mahindra dealer can deliver quality of life to you. Trust your land to the world's #1 selling tractor for generations to come. Mahindra, come rise with us.
Phil, what happened to you?
Oh, it's Black Friday. It's crazy. Saved hundreds. How'd you make out?
Well, I slept in and saved thousands.
There's a more civilized way to do Black Friday. Why save hundreds when you can get a check for thousands during the Buick Black Friday sales event? Now make your best deal on select 2015 Buick LaCrosse models in stock the longest and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP. That's $8,000 on this LaCrosse.
Where's that big sucker Chief? Right there, Coach. Hey, Chief! What the hell are you doing? Hey, Coach. Great. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Great friends when John Chavis was the defensive coordinator here. And let me tell you something. Les Miles did not want to lose him. Something happened internally during negotiations. John Chavis went to Texas A&M, and he now has LSU in court. The Aggies offered to pay it off, but he said, no, LSU's wrong. I'm going to court. And so that's where we stand, John Chavis versus LSU. Here comes the third kickoff of the night, and it'll be Kirk, the freshman. Fumble again. LSU jumps on it. It might be down, however. Matt Austin ruled that the return man was down.
You know, I don't know, Brent. It was really close.
On the field as the runner's knee was down prior to losing possession. First out.
So instant replay will go to work on it now. Robert Rigaud is our replay official.
That, to me, watching it in real time, was super tight. He gets tripped up by his own blocker, and as he's going to the ground, I thought the football may have been dislodged before his knee hit. See, Lamar Lewis, number 11, is kind of pulling at the ball. I'm not so sure Christian Kirk had possession when he finally hit the ground. I think it's coming out.
Doesn't matter now. Trey Carson, not much doing against that defensive front that time.
Trey Carson, let's go back and take a look again. Christian Kirk runs into his own guy. He's kind of going to the ground. You know, where's the football? See right there, Lewis has his arms in on the body of Kirk. I'm surprised they didn't take another look at that.
Seals Jones comes through the formation, and there's three receivers on the right. Allen gets Reynolds, and Reynolds is down at the 25-yard line, third and manageable after the hit by Adams.
Now, Texas A&M has a receiver in Speedy Noyle, who's finally healthy in the second half of the season, and because of that, they now have 4 guys across the board that are dangerous and are lethal and viable targets for Kyle Allen. Speedy Noyle, Josh Reynolds outside. You've got Ricky Seals-Jones and Christian Kirk on the inside. If you're LSU, you can't double cover everybody.
The corners are playing bump and run. Kyle pumping again, rolling hard to the right and firing complete to his running back Carson, and Carson is taken down with a penalty flag flying at the
holding
4-yard line.
74. 10-yard penalty to keep third down.
So that's Jermaine Effetti, the right tackle, who's guilty.
I think you got more late flags coming in here. I think Jermaine Effetti was angry at the call. You heard him there yelling at the referee. I think he might get another penalty right now. You see, Kevin, someone's on the field having a little conversation with his tackle.
Following the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, 74 of the offense. That's half the distance to the goal. That's number 74's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the game.
And Effetti needs to keep his composure, emotional, but this was a good call. Here's Effetti up here working one-on-one in pass protection. He's working against Lewis Neal. You see there, he's got a hold of his jersey with both hands, and right there holding on with the left. That's an easy call. I mean, you can't argue that. You see, when he gets the penalty the first time, he yells at the referee, very vocal about it. And he gets teed up. And back Texas A&M goes.
So the ball will be taken back to the 7-yard line, and James White comes in as the running back on this 3rd and 20. And here is White angling to the right and down, and the Aggies are forced to punt again. Jones with the stop on the running back.
It's been about as bad of a start as you could have if you're Texas A&M on offense and on special teams. The fumble on the previous kickoff return limited their snaps. They've only run 6 plays. Kyle Allen right now 1 for 4. They had a 3rd down called back because of a holding penalty, and then a further penalty against Effetti backs him up even more.
So Kaiser punts it, and White is back. Did not signal for the fair catch, and there's a penalty flag. Injured Aggie on the field. Down about the 25-yard line. That appeared to be Burns who was down.
And if they're going to call that kick-catch interference on Burns, who made the hit. And he is in a lot of pain on the ground right now. Now, kick returners and punt returners are protected by an area of space 1 yard in front of them, defined by the width of their shoulders. It appeared as though Burns kind of got into that area right before the catch was made.
And meanwhile, I can give you an update. Ole Miss spanking Mississippi State at the Egg Bowl. It's 21-3.
Wow.
It was 21-0.
Personal
and Mississippi State
targeting an offensive player above the shoulders on the 26 of the kicking team. That's a 15-yard penalty, first down. The play is under further review.
I've got some questions about this.
Yeah, me too, Brent. And I was wondering if that was kind of where they were going when the penalty was called, but I thought the initial force of the contact was on the shoulder of Tre'Davious White, the return man on this. I don't think there was any contact made to the neck or head area. Tre'Davious White certainly is defenseless. A punt returner needs to be given the opportunity to make the catch, but look where the contact's made. It's on his left arm. It looks like the shoulder area, and that's what they're going to be reviewing right now. Was the contact made to the head or neck area? I'm going to say right now, watching just 2 replays, that it was not. And that should not be targeted. From all these angles you're seeing, he's grabbing his right wrist, and he is in lots of pain. But check this out. Where's the initial force, the forcible contact? Where is it made? And it looks like it's made to the left shoulder of Tre'Davious White. I think there's indisputable video evidence to get this call overturned. Burns should be able to stay in the game. Now the question is whether or not he's going to be healthy enough with that apparent injury.
Yeah, Jesse, I totally agree with you that in no way is that targeting, because he hit him on the left side. And the return man was kind of coming down on the play, and the other Aggie bounced in. So let's see what the ruling is from upstairs. Pat Austin, our referee.
I think also, you're looking at whether or not it was a penalty and where they're going to spot the ball.
After review, there was no forcible contact above the shoulders. Therefore, there's no foul on the play. Ball will be placed at the 37-yard line. First down. Timeout.
So we'll take a break. LSU leads by a pair of field goals. We'll be back. Baton Rouge.
We are now suspended between two dreams. That's from writer Craig Smith and Lowell Ponte. The American dream of individual freedom and liberty, and the un-American progressive dream of collectivism and bigger government. I've seen the future, and it looks like Baltimore is an inspiring book from the authors of Don't Bank on It. Why don't you call the number on the screen or visit online for your free copy of I've Seen the Future and It Looks Like Baltimore.
Good chance you're not prepared for this. A broken leg, a heart attack, a traumatic brain injury. I'm Dr. Gregory Benton, emergency room physician at Lakeview. Our ER has the finest emergency equipment and staff available 24 hours, every day, and we're here. Good chance you're not prepared for any medical emergency. Good thing we are. Lakeview Regional Medical Center, your connection to emergency care.
SEC Network Primetime Football is brought to you by Icy Hot Smart Relief TENS Therapy. Turn off pain. And Ballpark Flame Grilled Jerky. Dried to be tough, flame grilled to be tender.
Number 7 is the favorite number in Baton Rouge. Leonard Fournette, of course, the star of stars. Here is the young man. 22 rush yards. And we'll see what the rest of the team has done tonight as we check in down below with Maria on Brandon Harris. Maria?
Well, Brent, I saw Les Miles taking his quarterback to the side and saying, it's okay, we got you, settle down. Remember, he's looking to see poise and great decision-making from his quarterback, but he had a talk with him after settling for their second field goal of the game.
He's going to move up underneath center here, Maria, with Fournette behind him. I'll give you an update, fans, from Gainesville, Florida State, and Florida are scoreless late in the first period. Motion, play action to Fournette. Has plenty of time. Goes deep, one-on-one over the middle. 2nd and 10. Dupree, the target. Great coverage by Brandon Williams, the converted running back.
And that's an example of offensive coordinator Cam Cameron trying to help his quarterback. A&M expects LSU to run the football. So on first down, an obvious running down with a run look. They load the box, and there's those one-on-one opportunities we talked about that Brandon Harris has to be able to take advantage of. There was a tremendous pocket. Offensive line did a good job in pass protection, but those shot plays that they normally try to target Traven Durrell in weren't able to come up with one there.
Roll the pocket to the right, and Fournette can't hang on.
This is an area that I think Leonard Fournette, for the most part, has really improved in this year. He's had a much bigger part of the passing game and making plays for Brandon Harris. This time right here, hits him right in the hands, takes his eyes off the football early. And again, LSU in a 3rd and long situation, facing the best pass rushing tandem in the SEC. Myles Garrett, Deshaun Hall, combined for 17.5 sacks.
This would be a big stop for the Aggie defense. 3rd down and 10. Harris. And it is 3 and out. Dupree again the target. Donovan Wilson, fine defensive back with coverage for Kevin Sumlin.
And it's a tough throw to make because Brandon Harris is under duress. Myles Garrett from the left side working one-on-one against Hawkins. The spin move gets him away from the chip block by Fournette. And he had Malachi Dupree. That time Brandon Harris misses high, and that sets up the punt for Jamie Keane.
The Australian punter, Jamie Keane. Christian Kirk is back deep. Christian waving everybody away from that punt into the end zone as a touchback. The signs tonight, all about Les Miles.
Hi, would you sign my petition?
Miss, can you sign my petition?
It says, I, Larry Culpepper,
should present the national championship trophy
to the winner of the college football playoff.
I invented the playoff. I should be able to hand out the trophy.
That's my job. Who are you?
Almost got John Saunders to sign it. If I give you a Dr. Pepper, will you sign my petition?
No.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Don't give me 6. Don't spill on it. I can't read that. You're going to have to do it again.
Let's go, Dr. Pepper.
Game day brings out the best in all of us. Regions, every day is game day.
Northwestern Mutual knows that life calls for a plan for the I do's and the I did it's, the wishes and the we're expectings. Northwestern Mutual has always been there for you by listening to what matters most in your life, helping you create and follow a financial plan, and encouraging you each day to do the little things that add up over time, turning your biggest goals into your biggest achievements. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
For fast relief from sinus and allergy symptoms without drugs, get Navage.
This time of year, I get so stuffed up, but Navage flushes my sinuses so I can breathe again.
Navage uses gentle suction to remove allergens, germs, and pollutants. It's the only nasal irrigator with suction.
My doctor recommends Navage to breathe better through my nose, and it works. Congestion's gone, and I feel great.
And Navage is so much easier than a neti pot.
To breathe better without drugs and a 30-day risk-free trial, go to Navage.com now.
Dory Noka in studio with an SEC right now, brought to you by State Farm. It is one-sided in Starkville. Who saw this coming? Chad Kelly to DeMaurier Stringfellow. He's thrown 2 touchdown passes. Dak Prescott on his senior night, guys, has turned it over twice. 28-3 Rebels.
All right, Dory, Florida State and Florida are still scoreless. Alabama rolls 29-13. They head to the SEC championship game against the Gators next week. Georgia hangs on against Georgia Tech. Clemson closer than many expected against South Carolina. Tough loss for Kentucky. They went out big in the opening quarter, could not hold on. Kyle Allen and the Aggies. Carson is cut off in that backfield. There's a penalty flag, make it 3 of them.
Frank Herron, a defensive tackle, got serious push into the backfield. It's as if he knew where the ball was going.
Personal foul, face mask, 97 defense. 15 yards from the previous spot, automatic first down.
So that's LSU's first penalty of the game, and it will not be 3 and out as the Aggies get a first down on the penalty here.
Texas A&M having their hands full a little bit up front right now with the athleticism outside and inside of LSU's athletic defensive line.
Gilmore and Herron are in there. Lockature and Godshaw started the game. So they rotate 4 of the big fellas. And there's nothing doing because of Herron, the young man from Memphis, Tennessee. And he is proving to be a load on the inside.
He's got quick twitch in him. This guy explodes out of his stance. And right now he's working right here against a true freshman left guard, Keaton Sutherland. You see here just push off the ball. It's a bad job in blocking. And there he is making the second straight play in the backfield.
On second down, play action. Allen goes deep down the far sideline, got one-on-one, and Reynolds stays with it and makes an outstanding catch at the 18-yard line against freshman Kevin Tolliver.
Texas A&M is going to take shots in the passing game, but when Kyle Allen looks out wide and he sees a one-on-one matchup for 6'4" Josh Reynolds, that time working against the true freshman cornerback Kevin Tolliver, that's where he's going with the ball. Nice throw and catch, and there's an explosive play they needed.
47 yards. Now it's Carson, just shy of the 15-yard line, hit first by Beckwith. Kendall Beckwith, one of the best linebackers of the SEC.
The red zone offense for both of these teams obviously going to be key. We've seen LSU already 0 for 2 in their opportunities, had to kick 2 field goals. A&M wasn't much better last week against Vanderbilt. 4 times they had the ball inside the 20, never came away with a touchdown. You got to come away with 7s, especially playing here on the road in this hostile environment.
Movement by that left defensive player, number 49, appeared to jump across over there, and that's the freshman Arden Key. We'll see. We'll wait for the call here.
See a bunch of the offensive linemen for A&M in the referee huddle trying to plead their case.
False start. Offense number 78. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
And that's Keaton Sutherland. They rule that he moved first, and then he did what he's supposed to do.
And I don't think it was on Sutherland. I think they had the number wrong. I think that should have been on either one of the tackles for Texas A&M, Jermaine Ifedi or Avery Genesee, that looked to flinch. It is really, really loud down here, especially in the student section here at Death Valley, making it hard for these offensive linemen to hear.
And it's second down and 13. Allen has time, fires complete, and it'll be close to a first down across the 10-yard line. Josh Reynolds, the receiver.
Nice job in pocket awareness by Kyle Allen. This is something he's really done a good job of. He's trying to work to Josh Reynolds with a crossing route underneath and zone coverage. He lets him clear Jalen Mills. Kyle Allen just kind of floated to his left, kept his eyes downfield. That's what allowed him to complete that throw.
So it will be first and goal after the Reynolds catch. And the ball is at the 8-yard line of LSU. LSU leads it by 6. Play action comes back to the left, little high and incomplete. Good coverage by White again over there on Noyle.
Yeah, this is really the game within the game right now when both of these units are on the field. Man-to-man coverage, excellent wide receivers playing against excellent DBs. The windows are extremely small for Kyle Allen to throw into. Looking for the big body curl right there to Speedy Noyle, but Tre'Davious White all over it.
Caden Smith is the H-back. Second down and goal. Reynolds has one-on-one at the top of your screen. And Allen's going to him in the end zone. Jump ball, incomplete. He had what he wanted, but Tolliver did not give ground.
Nice job by Kevin Tolliver, who just got beaten on the go route a few plays before by Reynolds here. There's definitely a little contact, but he got his head turned around to locate the football, and the referees are going to let these guys play. I like this no call right here. This is a great matchup in the secondary versus these receivers.
Third down, and there are 3 wide. Noyle has man-on-man coverage at the bottom of your screen this time. They send motion with White. Pump fake, comes to the middle, grab, and that was Seals-Jones, touchdown, and the Aggies an extra point away from taking their first lead of the night. Very, very good pattern, Jesse.
It was a great design. They sent James White, the running back, out in motion to the swing. Kyle Allen pump fakes it over to his right. And watch how it just forces Jamal Adams, Debo Jones, and those linebackers for LSU to freeze for just a second. And that opened up the window in the middle of the field for 6'5" Ricky Seals-Jones.
Taylor Bertolette for the extra point and the Aggie lead. (7-6) Aggies, and it was set up by the right arm of Kyle Allen, and Josh Reynolds with a sensational catch. 47 yards, setting up the touchdown pitch. Seals-Jones breaking free of the safety. Aggies lead it.
Woo, you got this party hopping. Plasma blender. What you powering all this with?
Honda. EU 2000. Lightweight, reliable, super quiet. Can't beat them. What about you?
Grandpa. He's been going strong for 82 years. I gotta go.
Nothing powers your party like a Honda. Honda generators. Very smart.
Well, maybe you're going to be out and about on next championship Saturday. Don't miss any of the action. Streaming the game live. Download the Watch ESPN app or go to watchespn.com. We go down below to Maria Taylor for more on Kyle Allen. Maria?
Well, Brent, you know, Kyle Allen is a true sophomore. This is his first trip to Death Valley, and I talked to him during warm-ups. He said when he walked in here, his jaw dropped. He said this is exactly what college football about. And, Jesse, I know you have some experiences here in Death Valley. Kyle Allen enjoying his so far.
Why did you have to bring that up, Maria? Of course, I realized from firsthand experience how hostile this place is. In '97, my true freshman year, we came in here with the Florida Gators, #1 team in the country, walked out of here with a loss.
Kick field at the goal by Geis. Geis breaks a couple of tackles, battles his way out to the 22-yard line.
You know, I think another interesting game within the game tonight. Texas A&M defensive coordinator John Chavis versus LSU offensive coordinator Cam Cameron. And of course, they coached together under Les Miles for the last 2 years. They've got a lot of familiarity with each other's schemes, with each other's tendencies. But I'd give the advantage to John Chavis at A&M because, of course, he knows the personnel and he knows Cam Cameron's personnel and what they do well and what they don't do well. And early in this game, Texas A&M's defense has looked pretty good. See John Chavis right there.
And that's to Fournette. That toss that LSU likes so well. Richard Moore had a terrific game last week in Nashville against Vanderbilt.
He does.
Makes a stop for the Aggies.
And he's their best linebacker against the run. He makes this run defense better. Not the biggest linebacker in the country at 6 feet tall, 215 pounds, but he is aggressive. He gets into gaps, he gets off blocks, and he makes tackles. Since he's been inserted, they've been a better run defense.
That's Quinn going in motion through the formation. Here's Fournette behind Mouton. Mouton with a very good seal block and out to the 35-yard line for a first down. But give a lot of credit to number 47 from Lafayette, Louisiana.
And I think one reason, Brent, this running game has struggled these last 3 games, they've been missing some key players. And they lost their starting fullback, J.D. Moore, to a knee injury. They lost their best blocking tight end, Dylan Gordon, to an Achilles against Florida. And all of a sudden, younger players like a true freshman Mouton have had to step in the lineup right there, doing a nice job blocking, helping out Leonard Fournette.
First down and 10. And Fournette, again, out to the 41-yard line. Strong first down run. Terrific effort by number 7. He'll be back in Baton Rouge next year, no matter who the coach is.
You just watch him run. It just looks like he's running angry, running with a purpose. He's a violent runner that looks to punish defenders that get in his way, and it is important. Texas A&M, they get 11 hats to the football and gang tackle. It is very seldom the first guy brings Leonard Fournette down.
Moreau, the tight end, is on the right side of the formation. Now here comes Fournette, peeling through a big hole. On a great cutback, he crosses midfield, stumbled a little bit, and Harris tripped him up, and it'll be 1st and 10 again for the Tigers.
Watch the fullback block here by Mouton, right up the middle, one-on-one with a linebacker. Big boy football. He erases A.J. Hilliard in the middle of the field, and that helps spring Leonard Fournette.
Change at fullback. David Dupree, number 41, will now sit down in front of Fournette. Dupree comes to the right side of the formation as a wide receiver. And here comes the flea flicker. They're going to look deep. Incomplete. Diarce was the target on the flea flicker. Devontae Harris has been all over the field tonight for the Aggies.
And a nice job by Texas A&M secondary not biting on the handoff to Leonard Fournette. LSU tried this a few weeks ago, but watch these guys all stay back when they hand off to Fournette right here on the fake. They're not driving close to the line of scrimmage to make a stop. They stay in their coverage. That's a misthrow by Brandon Harris, one he needs to come up with. But it's a good job of Texas A&M not taking the cheese. And Devontae Harris there almost coming away with the pick.
And that is the 7th straight incompletion for number 6, who hands it off to number 7, spins away from a defender, and comes across to the 43-yard line. Short of the first down, however. It's going to be 3rd down, so Myles Garrett comes back on the field defensively on 3rd down, along with Deshaun Hall. So there is number 15. He gets ready here on this 3rd and 5. If they're going to elect to pass, they want to see if they can shake Garrett loose on him. Geis is going to be the running back. Geis eyeing 15, helps out on the block. Gave him enough time to throw for the first down. Forward progress. Malachi Dupree.
Yeah, Malachi Dupree doing a nice job. Big 3rd down conversion. Big completion for Brandon Harris.
It's been quite a week and quite a night for head coach Les Miles. But the Aggies lead it 7-6.
Friday night, buddy, you are gonna need a wingman. And my cash back keeps the party going.
But my airline miles take it worldwide.
It shouldn't be this hard. With creditcards.com, it's easy to search hundreds of cards and apply online. Creditcards.com.
I play my heart out, and this is the big break I've been looking for.
My family's been shopping at Belk my whole life.
Now they're helping us launch our music career with the Southern Musician Showcase.
It's fashion, it's music. I feel like an edgy Southern belle.
We as Southerners have a sense of pride about our music.
We want to give our absolute best.
Music is the heart of the South, and Belk gets it.
Belk salutes the winners of the Southern Musician Showcase. Hear more music, see more styles, and learn their stories at belk.com/music.
Correct, I have a life mate. Is that consequential?
With whom are you communicating?
Jake from Planet State Farm.
Jake from Planet State Farm at 0300 hours. State your identity.
It is Jake from Planet State Farm, home of Discount Double Check.
Describe your apparel, Jake from Planet State Farm.
Khakis.
Khakis. Explain.
A dull earthly garment covering male extremities.
Sounds most appropriate.
Save mass quantities, even at 0300 hours. Get to a better state.
A 1, a 2, a 3% cash back.
Next, there's got to be a better way to find the right card.
CreditCards.com lets you compare hundreds of cards to find the one that's right for you. Just search, compare, and apply at CreditCards.com.
I won this 55-inch TV for less than $30 on DealDash.com.
I got this $1,200 computer for $100.71.
These aren't actors, they're real people who got real savings at Deal-.com, the fair and honest bidding site.
On Deal Dash, I got this $349 mixer for less than $25.
iPads sell for as little as $5, laptops for $10, and professional cameras for as little as $20.
I won this iPhone for $8.48 at Deal-.com.
I got all this for less than $50 on Deal-.com.
Try Deal Dash today. If you don't win, get your money back, but hurry, everything must go. Go to Deal-.com now to start bidding.
In my first 4 months on Deal Dash, I won 104 auctions.
And shipping is always free.
Visit Deal-.com and start bidding today.
SEC Prime Time, focusing on LSU head coach Les Miles with all the rumors swirling. Update from Gainesville. Florida State kicks a field goal. They lead Florida 3-0. That's in the first half of that game. And Shaquille O'Neal is here tonight. Jesse, I did some great college basketball games right here when he was playing for the Tigers.
He must have been special. He makes all those cheerleaders look like they're 4 feet tall. Oh, wait, they are 4 feet tall.
So here we go. The Tigers on the move right now. And Fournette back in as the running back. He'll get the carry. Not doing. He's battling his way, and he made the most of it, folks. He was cut off and got to that sideline and was able to hold his own, but the Aggies had him outnumbered early.
I just think a place they've really struggled running it, especially in the last couple of weeks, has been the outside runs. And I think the guy they missed the most is tight end Dylan Gordon. He was like a 6th offensive lineman. He was 310 pounds, and he was able to set the edge for Leonard Fournette. They had so much more success running outside the tackles through the first half of the season before Dylan Gordon's injury.
Harris checks with the sideline. Here comes the blitz. Fournette running away from it, breaks free. And that's why Leonard Fournette is one of the best in college football. That was a marvelous run.
We talked about Richard Moore being undersized at 6 feet, 215 pounds. He's going to get one-on-one with Leonard Fournette right at the point of attack. Only a true freshman, and he just got indoctrinated right there.
And the Aggies were concerned about that coming into this game because of the young man's size. Geis is back on the field. Diar's through the formation. Geis gets the carry. And he's to about the 9-yard line with Mack making the stop. Yeah, 23-yard run by Leonard Fournette gets them into that red zone and within striking distance here of regaining the lead. They have been unable to score a touchdown. So here they are threatening to score 6 for the 3rd time in this game.
And LSU wants to run the ball down in this scenario. It's hard to throw in the red zone when the windows are constricted. They shrink a lot faster. The best red zone offenses in the country are the ones that can run the football. And you see again, LSU, I formation, downhill.
Quick check of the sideline. Geis has a hole, and he's tackled at the 4-yard line, where it looks like it'll be first to go. Watts saved the touchdown.
Yeah, they've got a good running back in Leonard Fournette. They've got another really good one in true freshman Darius Geis. He's a big guy, 5'11", 220 pounds, and he's got wiggle and patience. He can set blocks up and hurt you, and he's from here in Baton Rouge. Now he's getting the breather, and Leonard Fournette comes back on.
He did not get to that first down marker. Okay, so this is going to be a 3rd down.
You got to imagine there's no mystery here. Quick huddle, expect number 7.
Mouton, the lead blocker, and not going to get it. Everybody in the stadium and 11 Aggies ready for that. Washington hitting first.
And give A&M credit for getting lined up quickly. That time, LSU tried to surprise them with the quick huddle and the quick snap. Texas A&M got in their three-point stance and fired off the football.
Miles and the Tigers can't keep settling for field goals. I know that this is the proper thing to do on 4th and 5, but this is the third time that they've threatened, and each time Domang comes on. The 25-yard attempt, clank, no good. Big uplift for the Aggies. Now 2 of 3.
And that's not what you expect from Domang coming into the game, the second most accurate kicker in the country. He just pulls this one off the left upright.
There's still time to enter the Allstate It's Good sweepstakes for your chance to win great prizes every week. One lucky fan will win $100,000, a trip to the Allstate Sugar Bowl, and then meet Kurt Herbstreit at the 2016 National Championship game.
It's good!
Enter today at allstatecfb.com.
From the gifts they want to the ones they really want. From big gifts that mean a lot to little ones that mean everything. Get the perfect gift for everyone and share wonder on Christmas Day. Walmart.
Running all over town is one way to shop for a new vehicle. We have a better way. The Banner Way.
Shop the Banner Way. It's a better way at bannerford.com.
Banner Ford, your truck store on the North Shore in Mandeville, just 2 miles from the Causeway.
Today, it's not just how much you make that counts. It's how much you keep. At Egan Insurance, protecting your wealth is our major priority. One that comes with a promise that no matter what threatens your wealth, accident, theft, fire, or illness, we'll be there to protect your financial assets, just as we have for more than 60 years. Egan Insurance. How those who've made it, keep it.
Running all over town is one way to shop for a new vehicle. We have a better way. The Banner Way.
Shop the Banner Way. It's a better way at bannerford.com.
Banner Ford, your truck store on the North Shore in Mandeville, just 2 miles from the Causeway.
There's nothing like 33 at LSU. Speaking of that number, down we go to Maria with a special guest.
Yeah, Brent, I finally found somebody taller than me on a football sideline. How closely do you actually follow LSU football?
I've been an LSU football fan since I attended LSU in 1989. Trying to come back every year for 1 or 2 games. This is my second game this year. We need this game, so I like to feel like I'm a good luck piece, so I'm here on the sidelines, supporting the coaching staff, supporting the guys. And I'm sure if we win this game, we could probably get the Citrus Bowl or something.
Now, Shaq, I know you were huge on the basketball court, but was there ever a chance that you could have played football growing up?
I thought about it, but it was a lot more money in basketball. I thought about it. Love the atmosphere here, love this breeze right now, love the energy from the crowd, but basketball was always my thing.
I got to ask you about Ben Simmons because the #1 overall recruit is here at LSU. What do you think about his game as a true freshman?
He's a fabulous game. He's a great team player. True definition of a great player is one that makes players around him better. He does that. He makes unbelievable passes. He always makes the right play. Not sometimes, but all the time. Every now and then he should learn to take over the game, but he's a freshman. He's going to have to learn his way, but he will be fine. I'm not worried about Ben Simmons at all.
There's been a lot of questions about Les Miles' job security. I know you have a relationship with him. What's your take on his future at LSU?
My take is whatever we do, it should be handled professionally. The man shouldn't have to read on the ticker tape that his job is in jeopardy. Been here 11 years, the winningest coach in LSU history, so whatever you're going to do it professionally. And hopefully he stays. I want him to stay. A lot of people want him to stay. But again, I think, he should be shown a lot more respect. He shouldn't have to read on the ticker tape, buyouts and this and that. Come on, man. Show the man some respect.
All right, well, I'm going to let you get back to the game. Thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it, Shaq.
Thank you. You do a wonderful job on TV also.
Amen to everything Shaquille O'Neal had to say about the coaching controversy here at LSU. And what a nice young man he is. And here we've got the Aggies, and Noyle caught that, and Trey Carson came back and appears to get the first down as Les Huddle's over there with some of his players on the sideline.
Yeah, and it wasn't just a catch you mentioned by Speedy Noyle a moment ago. That was an unbelievable one-handed grab on second down by the New Orleans native to get them into that 3rd and short situation. Converted, and here comes this offense again.
Kirk goes in motion through the formation. Reynolds with a jump catch, and he's down at the 29. Jamal Adams, good defensive back.
I think he's going to be a future first-round pick. This guy is everything you look for in a safety. He can run, he can cover, but what really makes him special is what you just saw. He has tremendous instincts. He's able to diagnose all the action that's happening in front of him and get himself to the football quickly. He is an impact player.
Second down and long for Kyle Allen. Carson to the 32-yard line. A little bit better for 3rd down, but it's still going to be 3rd down long. Heron with another stop for the Tigers.
In a situation now, LSU able to substitute, get extra defensive backs on the field. John Battle at safety 26 goes in. Lockature, a run stuffer, 91 comes off. Godshaw, a better pass rusher, inside goes in. We've seen a lot of man-to-man coverage tonight from LSU locking up with these wide receivers.
Need to reach the 41-yard line for a first down. Kyle Allen in trouble. Pocket collapses. Sacked at the 20-yard line. Lewis Neal, number 92, from Wilson, North Carolina.
Lewis Neal made the sack, but true freshman Arden Key, the other defensive end, made the play. He is a sensational 6'6", 230-pound true freshman. He is quick, long, and can bend. He beats the double team block, forces Allen to step up and into the hands of Neal. Great job in pass rush.
Kaiser and White is driven back. Feels that punt back at the 15-yard line. Spins free. 35, spins again, and a penalty flag flies. And White made it all the way to the 41-yard line. Excellent return.
During the return, illegal block in the back on the 40 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. First down. Timeout.
So White gives up part of that good return because of the penalty. And we'll be coming back. 1-point ball game in Baton Rouge.
I'd rather do anything else than sit at a dealership. It's a lot of haggling, and it takes so long.
Craig's experience is completely different than mine.
Yeah. Yes, Mike has used TrueCar.
At TrueCar, we'll show you how much others paid for the car you want and how much you should.
Because I used TrueCar, there was no haggling about the price. They treated me so well, and it was just such a quick, easy experience.
Get your car and get back to the life you love. Welcome to the future of car buying.
Oh, hey, you got one of those insurance apps too? You know how this thing works?
No, sorry.
Yeah. Ben, please. Wow, you can talk to your app? That's pretty cool.
Not an app, it's my agent.
In this moment,
No, I'm fine, thanks.
it's good to know you have a trusted, independent auto owner's insurance agent who's there when you need them.
Great. Man, I gotta get one of those.
Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
Trying to have fun at the party, but your hands are so full. Juggling your drink and plate, your hands are so tied up you can't even shake. Forget about the hassles and embarrassing moments. Go have fun with the Go Plate. The Go Plate is the unique patented party plate that lets you hold a full plate of food or snacks and your drink all in one hand. Go Plate isn't a flimsy paper plate or a tiny expensive plastic plate. Look at how much the Go Plate can hold, and you can use it for cold or hot food. The custom-designed holder works for most cups, bottles, and cans, even wine glasses. Stop the plate and cup juggling act. Go have fun with Go Plate. Get your handy Go Plates right now. You get a huge set of 10 Go Plates for the incredibly low price of only $9.99. But wait, as a bonus, get a second set of 10 Go Plates that's a $10 value. Just pay the separate processing fee. Get your Go Plates right now.
SEC Network Primetime Football is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Find your local independent agent at AutoOwners.com.
Mike always asks us when we come, where is Ugga? Bring me Ugga. One of the great mascots, the history of college football. Everybody goes over and, you know, some of the fans, they dress up like Tigers when they come to the game. Sure. Why not? You bet. So here we go. First down and 10. Harris back underneath center. Fournette, his running back. Jesse, this is pretty much a one-dimensional offense as Brandon Harris is 2 of 10 throwing for only 27 yards.
And Brent, I really think that's one of the big criticisms of Les Miles for years now. Really, with the exception of 2013, they've been a one-dimensional offense. You see the play selection so far tonight. They want to run the football. They want to get big. But in games in the past, when defenses have taken the run away, they haven't had the quarterback play or the explosive playmaking opportunities outside at wide receiver to win games. And it's gotten them in trouble this year.
Comes Fournette. And it'll be third down coming up.
Oftentimes they're very, very predictable on first and second down, and defenses are able to crowd the line of scrimmage and play against the run and try and set them up in third and long situations. And this is kind of an area, again this year, LSU's offense has really struggled in these types of scenarios, being efficient enough the quarterback position and a wide receiver to beat coverage and move the chains and stay on schedule.
Myles Garrett will go down at right defensive end on this third down. And that time, even when a receiver has a shot at it, they don't make the catch with the passing game. Diarce was intended. And that's about 3 drops here tonight.
Well, and that's a classic example right there. You're right. There's a wide open wide receiver over the middle of the field. The football's thrown behind him, high and hard. And what should be a routine third down completion is much harder. It's still a catch that Diarce needs to make, but you just have to have better execution on critical down and distances if you're going to win this conference.
And again, Kirk waves everybody away, and this is not going to be a good punt. They're going to mark that around the 35-yard line. Texas A&M with a 1-point lead. Jake Spavital's offense ready to go back to work.
McElroy takes the snap, drops back into the pocket. He's flushed out and runs left. He's looking. Oh, he's got Nelson across the middle. Nelson gets the block. Burst through the secondary. Are you kidding me? Down the sideline he goes to the 10-5. Touchdown!
We're proud to be the official chicken of sports fans. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Every game day begins somewhere. Franklin American Mortgage. It all begins with home.
USAA makes me feel like I'm a car buying expert in no time at all.
There was no stress. It was in and out.
If I buy a car through USAA, I know I'm getting a fair price.
We realized, okay, this not only could be convenient, we could save a lot of money.
I was like, wow, if I could save this much, then I could actually maybe upgrade a little bit.
And it was just easy.
USAA, they just really make sure that you're well taken care of.
USAA car buying service powered by TrueCar. Online and on the USAA app.
Texas A&M is the most underrated team in this conference.
Just like last year, 5-0 start.
But really, you lose this game, you're not going to make it to Atlanta.
I'm going back to my roots.
You get down in November, you kind of need to know what you're doing.
Kyle Allen resumes control of this offense.
To his credit, earned this opportunity, and he's now, of course, earned the opportunity to go again next week in Baton Rouge.
8-3 overall and 4-3 in the tough SEC West. And their drive chart looks like this. They go 80 yards for a touchdown, but other than that, they too have been bottled up. LSU's defense playing very well. Kevin Sumlin ready to go here with a 1st and 10 on his own 35-yard line. Trey Carson, the A&M running back. Kyle Allen on 1st down. He hits Christian Kirk, the freshman. Midfield, 45, out to the 40. And Jesse, you think that young man's going to be the freshman of the year in the conference?
I do, and I was just about to say, to get this offense a spark, they got to find a way to get number 3 the football. He is dynamic, and he's so fast. And this is an offense, Jake Spavital, their coordinator, does a good job moving him around into different spaces to get touches. But right now, I think if you're Texas A&M, you need to get this guy the football in as many creative ways as possible. You just saw what he can do after the catch.
Here's Carson on 1st down to the 30-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down coming up. The other thing of note during that replay is how well Spavital's receivers block downfield. Seals Jones was helping out on the play. And notice that when they attack downfield, his receivers get into the action as blockers if they're not the receivers. Tigers rush 4. Allen, and caught again, and that by Reynolds. And that's going to be very close to a 1st down. Donnie Jackson was the freshman. The head linesman.
He's a matchup
says
problem.
It's a 1st down.
He's a matchup problem. Sorry, Brent, on the outside. It's 6'4" Reynolds. And does a really nice job coming back to the football away from cornerback Dante Jackson. It helped him get separation. This is a big play threat. We already saw earlier in the game. He can run by you deep. He can catch the ball short and take it to the distance. That's why he's averaging almost 19 yards a catch. Tops in the SEC.
White is now the Aggie running back. Kirk goes in motion. 3 receivers to Allen's left. He checks, steps up, keeps it on the run. 15 and slides down at the 12-yard line. Something he didn't do enough of prior to the Alabama game. Get down. No need to show your manliness as a quarterback.
I don't think Kyle Allen is given enough credit for his athleticism. He's definitely not like backup quarterback Kyler Murray in his running ability, but he's shown throughout his career he has escapability. He can make decisions to tuck the football and get north and keep defenses honest. He certainly did it right there.
1st down at the 13-yard line. Draw play with White. White on the right side picks his way down to about the 7-yard line where it'll be 2nd down. And you know, Jesse, we've watched Kyle Allen early and now late in the season. You can just see him kind of growing into this role.
Yeah, and I think having success last week was really a big part of that. You know, it would have been easy for him to doubt himself after poor performances. You throw 3 pick sixes against Bama. You go 1 for 60 in the second half against Ole Miss. But he's picked himself up.
This is Carson. He checks back in. And not much doing on that play, so it is going to be 3rd down. And remember the touchdown pass, they worked a combination route. Seals Jones was able to work into the middle of the field and come free.
And it's an area of the field that, you know, you really got to have a lot of confidence in your secondary to go man-to-man against the size that Texas A&M has at wide receiver. And right now you're getting matchups all across the board here, man-to-man coverage. Which one does Kyle Allen like?
And steps away from pressure and has to eat it. Ball goes down on the ground. LSU jumps on it.
I think it was Kendall Beckwith, that linebacker, that got in and made the hit on Kyle Allen. I think the ball came free. When I was watching that in real time, it looked to me like it came loose. Check this out again.
The arm was never coming forward. That's a fumble.
He got hit from behind by Beckwith, number 52 right there. It's a great job in pass rush, and LSU is going to get possession of this football deep in their own end.
And now the question is, how injured is the young man? He was shaken up. That arm was extended out. Obviously, he took a high blow. He suffered a little bit of a shoulder injury in that game against Alabama that we mentioned.
It looks like they're working on his right leg. It looks like kind of that right knee area. That's where the trainer, you see Kyle Allen there kind of pointing down to that leg. And you're right, Brent, he did get banged up with the right AC joint sprain in the Alabama game, but this one looks more to be lower leg. And there's last year's #1 quarterback in high school, the guy that went 42-0 at Allen High School in Texas. He's a legend. Looks like he's getting ready to warm up.
Yeah, I think there's great concern about this injury. As the head coach, Kevin Sumlin, is coming all the way across the field. And I think if it was just for a play or two, Jake Hubenek might step in. But if this looks like it's going to be longer term in this game, it'll be Kyler Murray. And that requires the defense of LSU to change its approach a little bit. That's good to see him bounce up like that and walk off. So
that's really good.
Let's hope we're able to see him come back into this game.
And you're right, Brent. The offense changes almost completely if Kyler Murray has to come in. But take a look at that right leg. What happens to it on its way down?
Not meant to bend that way.
No, yeah, and he kind of looks like Beckwith kind of fell on top of it. See there, he kind of knocks the football out. That right leg kind of gets caught and bent sideways a little bit. You just hope Kyle Allen's okay. But nonetheless, huge stop for the Tiger defense as we see Kyler Murray warming up on the sidelines.
3:09 left in the first half. 7-6, Texas A&M leads LSU. Fournette is the eye back. Another carry, pounds into the middle, spins away, and out to the 22. The second level of the Aggie defense has had problems all year tackling running backs. Once you get past that defensive line, you're up for a big game.
We talked about how it's very seldom the first guy can bring Leonard Fournette down. It's hard for Sean Washington to do it with a lineman in his lap.
Not much doing there on that first down, so it'll be second down. The tug of war going on for the football down below.
It's something that's so hard to do as a defense at the linebacker level. As the referee's here calling for time, trying to sort out this mess. LSU retains possession, but you know,
the Aggies come up with that football, but it's second down, and clearly Matt Austin thought that he was down, and here's Kyle Allen standing over on the sideline.
Now take a look at this again. You're going to see Brandon Harris. He just kind of fumbled the snap coming out of it and had to jump back down on it, but it kind of got knocked around by a couple linemen.
And they go again. That's a pretty good scrums down here the last couple of plays, haven't we? So it's now going to be third down coming up.
Think about this down and distance. It's not automatic that LSU would throw it. This is an opportunity for them. We talk about them being one-dimensional, and they spread the field now with 3 wide receivers, but there's still the option of handing off to Fournette against 6 in the box.
But they are going to throw it incomplete. Johnson, the freshman, the target that time. Nick Harvey with coverage for the Aggies, and LSU forced to punt it away. And there's a little restlessness making its way through this crowd.
And it's been that way for this crowd really all second half of the season. And again, this is nothing new. You see 1 catch on 10 targets tonight for LSU wide receivers, completely one-dimensional. And the run game's taken away. They continue to struggle.
Jamie Keene punting under pressure. There's a penalty flag. He gets hit on the punt. And the catch by Kirk is back at the 10-yard line. There is a personal foul. That's an automatic first down.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Even if that was running into the kicker, that would have been a 5-yard penalty and given LSU the first down anyways. Keene gets the snap. Here comes the block attempt, and he's out of control, trying to jump and dive over top. It's Day-Day Hall. Jump over top of the personal protector. Without control, it takes out the leg of the punter. That's a big mistake for Texas A&M.
So time left is 1:52. And LSU gets the ball back. All three of the timeouts remain for both teams here.
That's a big break for LSU, because you mentioned with the time that's left, 3 timeouts in their back pocket, they'd love to take a score into halftime. Oh, that's a false start.
Movement over there by the right tackle.
Offense number 74.
That's Alexander.
Still
right
first down.
tackle. He's a senior, and he broke that count like that.
And a 4-year starter, and a guy that used to play guard. They moved him to right tackle this year, and they were trying that quick huddle again, like they tried down in the goal line earlier, trying to get to the line of scrimmage quickly and see if they could catch Texas A&M off guard, and just a self-inflicted wound.
So it makes it 1st and 15 for Harris. Incomplete, and it will now be 2nd and 15. There was terrific push by the middle of the Aggie defensive line that time. They were coming hard.
It was Dalen Mack.
Obi Oha, who didn't play last week, back on the field, number 95. Watch Obi Oha.
Yeah, he blocks that down.
As a matter of fact, he deflected.
This is a good defensive line, Brand. It's not just Myles Garrett and Day-Day Hall. They've got guys on the inside like Obi Oha, Mack, Zaycoven Henderson, Alonzo Williams. These guys can all win their one-on-one matchups and get penetration. And oftentimes this year, they've benefited from all the attention that Myles Garrett has gotten with double teams.
Harris dumps it off to Fournette, who is tackled immediately by number 33, Sean Washington.
Now, it's in downs and distances like this that Brandon Harris loves to look for number 15, Malachi Dupree. He's the guy that they'll line up in the slot, trying to get him matched up against linebackers and safeties to work the middle of the field. And with his catch radius and his ability to elevate, he can make the awkward body catch.
Made only 1 catch tonight for 7 yards. Harris has plenty of time, and he goes down to Smith, the tight end. And the Aggies weren't expecting that. That's his best pass play of this game, and it gives them a 1st and 10 with 1:11 after the 22-yard reception. And here comes Fournette, hit at the line of scrimmage. They gang up on him, and it'll be 2nd down from the 35.
And a nice job by Armani Watts coming down and making the tackle. There's a timeout called by LSU.
So they cross everybody up, find the tight end, and he gets in behind that freshman linebacker. And LSU could be in business.
For fast relief from sinus and allergy symptoms without drugs, get Navage.
This time of year, I get so stuffed up, but Navage flushes my sinuses so I can breathe again.
Navage uses gentle suction to remove allergens, germs, and pollutants. It's the only nasal irrigator with suction.
My doctor recommends Navage to breathe better through my nose, and it works. Congestion's gone, and I feel great.
And Navage is so much easier than a neti pot.
To breathe better without drugs and a 30-day risk-free trial, go to Navage.com now.
Today's tip, programming your remote. Did you know you only need one remote to control multiple devices? It's time to stop changing remotes to switch between your TV, DVD player, and Blu-ray. Go to charter.net/support and click on Program Your Remote. Once you have identified yours, Follow the steps to connect all of your devices, and you're set. Find more answers at charter.net.
For victory in life, we've got to keep focused on the goal, and the goal is heaven. The key to winning is choosing to do God's will and love others with all you've got. Sacrifice, discipline, and prayer are essential. We gain strength through God's Word, and we receive grace from the sacraments. And when we fumble due to sin, and it's going to happen, confession puts us back on the field. So if you haven't been going to Mass weekly, get back in the game. We're saving your seat on the starting bench this Sunday. Welcome home.
All right, welcome into the studio. We'll see you for the Regions Bank halftime report. Dari, Chris, Booger, everybody's games are on TV, but Booger paying close attention to LSU. We'll take you to the Egg Bowl, show you what's going on there. You'll hear from Les Miles. What's your take on LSU so far?
Quarterback struggling tonight.
Can they finish the drive here? We debated. It should be offensive struggle, right? Because offenses are struggling, not defensive struggle. Brett?
Well, the basketball season is close for Booger, and there is a star of stars, Ben Simmons. He'll be one and done here at LSU, but it could be a great one. Second down now for Harris and the Tigers. Under pressure, hit on the release, incomplete. Terrific pressure that time coming from that young man, number 7, Richard Moore.
And that's an added benefit. We talked about how the run defense is better with him in the game, but because of his quickness, speed, and athleticism, number 7 blitzing right up the middle, he's the ability to get in the backfield. He's their best blitzing linebacker also, and he was all over Brandon Harris, forcing an early throw. Really impressed with this true freshman.
Third down for the Tigers. Harris, incomplete. Johnson made a diving attempt, and they'll wave it off. And now they come to 4th down and 8 inside of a minute to go. The play clock has started.
And Brent, you need a better throw from Brandon Harris. He's got Tyron Johnson running an in route. If he catches the ball in stride, he has the ability to get upfield and convert the first down. But we've seen Brandon Harris extremely inaccurate early in this first half, and it's really hurt the offense.
Domang to attempt his 4th field goal. He's 2 of 3. This the 50-yarder. And he is now 2 of 4.
With the miss, Texas A&M going to get good field position here with 3 timeouts in the back pocket to try and steal some more points.
Let's see who the quarterback is going to be. Remember, Kyle Allen was shaken off and went off to the sideline. He's had a little bit of time to rest. I see him walking back.
Yep. He did a phenomenal job last week in 2-minute situations at the end of the half against Vanderbilt. Really dialed in with what Jake Spavital, the offensive coordinator, is trying to accomplish. He does a good job getting through progressions, keeping the offense on pace, which is exactly what you need here in a 2-minute situation.
Let's see what Kevin Sumlin elects to do with the final 44 seconds, and the quarterback is shaken up a little bit. This is 1st down and 10, and Kevin's going to say, let's go airborne. And in trouble, he slides down to the 36. And for more on Kyle, let's go down below to Maria.
Well, Brent, we saw Kyle Allen get shaken up after the sack. He came over to the sidelines, did a couple of high knees, was really testing out his knee and that leg, but he walked right over to Spavital, told him that he was good to go after seeing whether or not he felt good about his leg.
Final 20 seconds, and then we'll get a good halftime break here. In trouble. Steps up. Left side. And incomplete, so 8 seconds now coming up.
Yeah, we'll go back and take a look at Kyle Allen when he got hurt on that fumble. And again, it was Kendall Beckwith blitzing off the outside. He kind of comes up, makes the hit, and falls on that right leg. Kyle Allen stayed on the ground, grabbing that ankle for a while, but this is really, really good news for Texas A&M, I think, and their chances to win this game. Against this secondary, you need a guy that can be able to throw the football into tight windows. Kyle Allen gives them that chance.
And they're going to run out the final seconds of the first half with Trey Carson. And a timeout has been called.
LSU.
So LSU with 1 second remaining.
Be a 30-second timeout.
And they want to block it. You can read Les Miles' lips. They're going to come after that punt, but why would you just snap it and take it in?
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you even bother with your punter?
Texas A&M wants, they could just turn around and hand it off, or in the shotgun, just take a knee, and it's the end of the half. Yeah. And that's why you see Kyle Allen's out on the field right now. They're not going to risk punting the football and getting it blocked.
No, of course not. They'll go to basically victory formation in the first half, if you will. They've got a safety standing back on the 30-yard line. Ed Orgeron trying to get his burly defensive lineman to get in there and stir it up. And there he runs back, takes a knee. Well done. So a couple of field goals for LSU. 3 red zone trips. No touchdowns. And after that fumble kickoff, the Aggies and Kevin Sumlin held them to 3 points. Kyle Allen with that 8-yard tee. Let's go down to Maria with Les Miles. Maria?
Coach, you've had to settle for 4 field goals in the first half. What's kept you out of the end zone?
Yeah, we're not converting in the red zone for touchdowns. Certainly, we're got a couple 3 opportunities to field goals. Certainly, the one that we missed is not what we wanted.
How do you build more of a rhythm in the passing game in the second half?
Well, we need to just throw the ball more accurately. I mean, in the passing game and in the running game, I think we're moving the football. We use the right menu. We'll be fine.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, Maria, thank you very much. Texas A&M 7, LSU 6. Now let's send you to the Regions Bank halftime report. Here's Dari Noka. Take it away, Dari.
All right, Brent, thank you very much. It is the Regions Bank halftime report. Dari, Chris, and Booger. You're going to hear from Les Miles with Maria Taylor in just a moment. So I'll start with the LSU guy over here. What's your initial impression of the first half? I know besides Brandon Harris's play.
Well, I mean, Brandon Harris's play leaves a lot to be desired for. I think they should keep running the football. We knew LSU could run the football on Texas A&M. They got to finish in the red zone. 2 made field goals, 2 missed field goals. The ability to run this football has to be the way LSU's going to win this game because Brandon Harris, let's be honest, he's been terrible tonight.
He's a little bit off. You know, there are some opportunities. He's had some chances to miss throws there, but you're right, the red zone production or lack thereof, you know, you get down there 3 times, you only get 6 points out of that. You would think that would be something you'd be a little more urgent to do, especially against an offense like Texas A&M. But right now, the defense is at least holding them in the ballgame.
We have no idea what's going to happen with Les Miles. The indications are what the indications are. We saw him before the game come out waving his hat around to the crowd. We always talk about this. We talked about it with Gary Pinkel. What will a team come out playing with? What kind of fire, passion, emotion? It's been a trying week there. Yeah. What have you seen from LSU in terms of emotion and the way they've come out?
I mean, I don't know that it's anything that you could tell one way or another. I think this is exactly what we've seen from LSU during the month of November. They've been a little schizophrenic. They've been much more productive running the football against a team in Texas A&M that's a lot softer defensively than what they played against Alabama and Arkansas earlier in the month. But right now, just lack of consistency is limiting their productivity.
But from an effort standpoint, I see a lot of effort. And you always look at special teams. You look at the pass rushers. You look at the guys that are chasing ball carriers down the field. And you see the effort from LSU tonight. So they're definitely playing hard for Les Miles. They got to play a little smarter, though, and Brandon Harris has to play a little better, specifically in the red zone.
Give me his numbers real quick.
2 for a lot.
4 for 17.
Oh, yeah, he completed 2 more.
Hot at the end.
Okay.
I have one question before we send it down there. What made you go with the Colts Super Bowl ring as opposed to the Bucs Super Bowl ring? How do you determine this?
Well, because
I can't even concentrate.
If you look at the jury, it's all white gold, so I tried to match it up tonight.
Must be nice to have options like that, right?
Well, yeah, and if I went with the other gold, as in like yellow gold, it would go to the other way.
Then it would be the Bucs.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, it's good to have choices. All right, we'll get you down to Baton Rouge in a moment. Let's go Egg Bowl right now. One-sided.
Oh, say the least.
Who saw this thing happening on Dak Prescott's senior night? A huge ovation, many cowbells he received. Chad Kelly. How about his 10th rushing touchdown for number 10?
The speedster? Who knew he had it in him?
He's out Dak Prescotting at his own game right there, running and passing.
He has wheels. Then Prescott rolls. Prescott hit. Picked. Tony Bridges. That's after a Dak fumble already. So that's 2 Dak turnovers on his senior night, a pick 6 for Bridges.
You can tell he's pressing a little bit, trying to make something happen. Right there, a senior quarterback has to take that and just take the sack.
How about that throw right there, though? Right on the money in a tight window.
How good is Stringfellow?
Yeah, he's having a nice little late portion of the season.
12 for 16, 2 touchdowns for Chad Kelly. That's throwing and the 1 touchdown on the ground. How do you begin to explain what Ole Miss has done on the road in this atmosphere, in this rivalry?
They're taking away the big play. Notice Dak has a lot of completions, but not a lot of yards. They're making him throw the football underneath. And when you can do that to a team that doesn't have a running game, you take away the big play. Now you can limit the offense for Mississippi State. And then Chad Kelly, my goodness, has he been outstanding tonight.
How about that first quarter? 6 of 6, yes. 79 yards, yes. Rushing touchdown, passing touchdown. But you look at that start, you couldn't have scripted a better start for Ole Miss. First 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. You force 2 Dak Prescott turnovers, one of which for a touchdown. You get that 28-0 lead, man. That's a nice little bonus for you in the rivalry game.
Well, in a game, too, they know that they cannot go to Atlanta because of the earlier result with Alabama, which we will also show you here. So it's 28-10 right now. Ole Miss leading Mississippi State. What's going on at the Swamp? Florida, with those hopes of a college football playoff berth, beat Florida State, beat Alabama next week. You would certainly expect the Gators to be there, but first, it is indeed Florida State, 4th and 2, just a disaster.
When you have no confidence in your kicking game, you got to go for it there and just poor execution on 4th down.
Can't go Austin Harden, can't go with the Dennis. Don't trust any of them. Sean McGuire to Kermit Whitfield down the sideline inside the 10. Then 4th and goal from the 1.
Everything going so well right here. Flushing him out of the pocket, nowhere to throw, back across the body. Oh, my gosh.
Everything going so well.
Everything was going so well for about 7/8 of that.
And the reason he says that, his reaction on the play, get him, get him. Oh, everything was going so well. That's what happened. McGuire made a great play.
Made a good play.
All right, Florida offense can't get going. You two are comparing stats for your starting quarterbacks. Neither of them is very good right now.
Neither of them is very good. But what you're seeing offensively is very little trust in your quarterback, and they're not doing much offensively. Playing a lot like what you saw Will Muschamp's offenses play last year. Play to the strength of your team, the defenses, and just hope you don't make an error. But sooner or later, Treon Harris is going to have to make a play to help this offense.
Exactly. The game is playing out exactly like we thought. Florida's defense will keep them in the ball game, and they will depend on Treon and Jim McElwain and Nussmeier just to conjure up some type of offense, and so far they haven't. Dalvin Cook is starting to get loose a little bit, so that defense, the longer they're on the field, the more they're going to have to tackle Mr. Cook.
How do you create offense out of an offense that doesn't seem to have offense? How do you
get him outside the pocket? Get the ball into Brandon Powell's hands. Don't allow Treon to hold the ball and just look down the field because he's struggling trying to read the defense. Screens, quick passes, get it out of his hands quicker.
His ability to read the defenses right now, some of the throws that he's making just very confusing to me at this point in time. Worried that sooner or later it's going to end up in an interception going the other way.
I love the way you have stated your opinion. One of them, Treon, the plays are very confusing to me. And early with Brandon Harris, he's a little bit off right now.
Yeah.
Very.
Kind?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
A little different than the off-air commentary?
Yes. It is entirely different than the off-air commentary. All right, so there you go. Meanwhile, Les Miles, the emotion certainly running high. Indications are this is his last game, though nobody has said that. His team right now down 1 at the half, 7-6 against Texas A&M.
This halftime report is presented by Regions Bank, proud to be the official bank of the SEC.
Tommy Copper has designed comfortable copper and zinc-infused compression gear that redefines muscle recovery and soreness relief for young and old.
It's not a matter of if you get hurt, it's a matter of when and how bad.
I've seen every kind of different injury there is. When I'm done riding bucking horses, my day job begins.
Every little positive increment you can get to make your body feel better counts.
Because of my sport, because it's so brutal, I wear compression all the time.
I really consider Tommy Copper knee sleeve my security blanket.
Compression is a great way to relieve those everyday aches and pains.
From top athletes looking for another notch on their belt to everyday folks that can't call in sick with a sore knee, shoulder, wrist, foot, or elbow.
Doesn't matter if my feet ache. I need to show up every day.
No excuses.
That's how you stay on top. That's how you become a champion. That's how you put your name in the record books.
Tommy Copper's original 24-hour compression is designed to help harness the body's natural recovery.
You got to go to TommyCopper.com to get it.
Dr. Isabelle Gauthier from Vanderbilt University has dedicated her life to researching how we recognize objects. Her career in physiology and neuroscience has made her one of the nation's leading experts in visual object recognition and winner of the 2015 SEC Professor of the Year Award. The Southeastern Conference actively supports the university mission through its SECU initiative, which highlights collaboration in scholarship and research. SECU, the academic initiative of the Southeastern Conference.
Welcome back to the Regions Bank Halftime Report.
Dari, Chris Booger, Alabama and Auburn. Alabama with a win would win the SEC West and get a trip to Atlanta to face Florida next week. Jeremy Johnson over the middle. It's the prayer at Jordan-Hare 2. Jason Smith with a remarkable play.
You should have been decapitated by that half-field safety coming over.
That's 19-13 at that point. Derrick Henry, what a day Derrick Henry had. Came in with 3 200-yard games. In this game, he set Bama's single-season rushing record. He went over 200 for the 4th time this season. More on that coming up. 30 seconds left. 4th and 1, Henry. We're not going to get into the thousands of people who are jubilant about this play and why, but it ends up being a touchdown. Another one for Derrick Henry. 22nd rushing touchdown, Boog.
You kind of had the feel that Nick Saban kept giving him the football, knowing this was an opportunity for him to get on the Heisman Trophy stand.
You may be right. He broke Trent Richardson's school mark for rushing yards in a season, 1797. Still has 2 games to where he'll get stats. He also surpassed Richardson's mark for rushing touchdowns in a season. He has 22, and he carried it 46 times Saturday, breaking Johnny Musso's single-game school mark of 42. The 4 200-yard games in a season. 3rd player in SEC history to do that. Want to guess the first 2?
Herschel.
And?
Bo.
Thank you. That easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What Alabama show you?
Here's the thing that I love about Alabama.
That wasn't even a funny question. What
I know it.
What I love about Alabama, we're going to talk a little baseball in here, reference. Mariano Rivera, when you give Alabama's offense the lead in the 4th quarter, they shut it down just like Sandman coming in there. You know, 19 carries for Derrick Henry, 114 yards, 1 touchdown. They held the ball for 10.5 minutes. That's, you talk about 4-minute offense. They extended that to almost the entire quarter because of that offensive line and the way Derrick Henry runs the football.
This is what Alabama does. They suffocate you defensively. Early on, we kept talking about, man, Auburn's running the football. Auburn ended the game not running the football for more than 2.5 yards a carry. Yeah. They take away the run game, and in the end, they continue to wear you out and wear you out. And Jake Coker, just get the ball to Stewart and Ridley enough times to make some plays in the passing game. Like, this was no surprise what Alabama did today. They're the best team, I think, in the SEC, and they showed it again.
You made a good point, though. He's not going to get the credit that he deserves, but Coker, big 3rd and 8, spun, get close to the first down, and then the touchdown he threw to Stewart had to elude some pressure as well.
We will see those in the show after the game, too. Those highlights you will see as part of the Iron Bowl. All right, Vanderbilt, Tennessee. Tennessee winners of 4 in a row. Now, they come in the 2nd best rushing team in the SEC. Vanderbilt 4th in the league against the run. Josh Dobbs, though, dangerous with his legs. Look at the power into the end zone.
Early on, it was Dobbs and Kamara that put up the majority of the rushing yards there for the Vols offense.
Boog last night said Cam Sutton would have 2 picks. He didn't, but he was an impact player. Cam Sutton on the punt return. You'll see a flag. It is against Vanderbilt. No worries. Tennessee fans.
They got the 2 best return guys in the country.
Yeah, with Berry
and Sutton.
Yeah.
Tennessee up at the half, 27-14. Same score, 3rd and 7. Dobbs should have been sacked.
Wow.
Yeah. He escapes that and gets close to the first down. Actually does pick it up. He went over 600 yards on the ground this season, setting a school record. Yeah, even more than Peyton. Tennessee, 53 points. The most no reaction. The most they've scored in a game under Bush.
That defense was allowing 18 points a game.
Yes. Yeah, they were awfully good. 7-6 A&M currently in Baton Rouge.
At Regions Bank, we're here to help you move your life forward. But managing money correctly can be tough, especially for college students. That's why we sometimes bring in some extra help.
Young lady, you are way too smart to hit that order button. $750 on a dress that'll be out of style by next week? And what, you might wear it 2-3 times tops?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I probably am right.
Regions, official bank of the SEC. I'm really into this car, but how do I know if I'm getting a good deal? TrueCar knows exactly how much people have been paying for the car I want. I tell TrueCar my zip and what car I'm into, and it shows me the TrueCar curve. This shows the range of prices people in my area actually paid for the same car. Looks like these folks paid a little more than everyone else. And this guy got the deal of a lifetime. This is how car buying was always meant to be. This is TrueCar.
There's a place that's known for its beauty and its unique culture, where students come first and life-changing research happens every day, where nationally ranked programs prepare graduates for high-demand jobs, where tradition runs deep, and success is measured not in numbers, but in people, where the past is honored and the future embraced. It's a place you fall in love with and never forget. Forever, LSU.
ESPN College Football. Stream every game live at home or on the go. You can do it by downloading the Watch ESPN app or simply visiting watchespn.com. How cool is this, huh? Was told earlier today it's the first time a pop band has ever performed at halftime of a game with the marching band. 3 Doors Down plus LSU's 350-piece band.
One of my favorite groups here, 3 Doors Down.
Yeah, no, I know. No, you strike me as a 3 Doors Down guy.
He was naming them off here in the break, all the songs.
Yeah,
love them.
You love Kryptonite, Superman, whatever. Yeah. Louisville, Kentucky. Kentucky needing a win again to get to 6 on the season. They've lost their last 4, though, against Louisville. Josh Forrest setting the pace. Kentucky already up 14-zip, guys, in Drew Barker's second start. Forrest.
Run, Forrest, run, 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 Forrest.
The Cats dominated the first quarter here. You thought this was going to be a runaway, Dari.
They were 24-7 at the break. Guys, the last 17 times they've had at least a 17-point lead at halftime, they've won. Things are made to be broken. Lamar Jackson to James Quick. That's all Quick coming back for that. You can appreciate that, receiver.
Throw it up for grabs, man-to-man coverage. Let your guy go get it.
Jackson, a true freshman, 130 through the air, 186 on the ground, 3 total touchdowns. Then Brandon Radcliffe, one of his 2 rushing touchdowns, and Louisville storms back to beat Kentucky and hold them at 5-7, 38-24 your final. Number 1, Clemson and South Carolina. Pharaoh Cooper, not a senior, but being honored on senior day as he's announced he will go to the NFL. There he is.
Pharaoh!
Make an exit. 57 yards. Now it's 28-17. His last game as a Gamecock, 4 catches, 86 yards, and the touchdown. Fourth quarter, Deshaun Watson. The flip to Artavis Scott. Now Sky Moore hits him, causes a fumble. TJ Holloman recovers. 3 Clemson lost fumbles on the day.
South Carolina played with a lot of effort all day long.
Then Sean Carson, the old recipient of the 2-hand
chest pass. Basketball basics.
It was, look at this. They're 3-8 at the time the place is rocking. Yes, they hate Clemson. They're down 5, go for 2, get it. 28-25 now.
At this point, you thought anything could happen. Lorenzo Nunez was mixing it up on the ground, and the defense had a lot of emotion.
3rd and goal, Deshaun Watson, backbreaker. He went for 114 on the ground, 279 through the air. 4 total touchdowns. Dabo, a winner in Columbia for the very first time, and South Carolina goes 3-9 season over there. Georgia and Georgia Tech. Of course, Tech beat Georgia last season in Athens. Mark Richt overall, 12-2 though against them. Sony Michel, 149 on the ground. They strike first.
Good to see him being utilized a little bit more like when Nick Chubb was in the offense, getting the ball to space.
Hey, a 3rd and 7.
Offensive line work, man.
Justin Thomas. Ball out of bounds. Jake Gannis, though, taunting.
Is that really taunting, though? Come on.
Somebody said it was.
Clean old-fashioned hate.
That's what they call it. Ricky June, touchdown. So Georgia now up just 6. Grayson Lambert on 3rd down, or deep in their own end on 1st down, I should say. Picks up another big 1st down to Jeb Blazevich. They run out the clock, and they win a 9th game for the 11th time in 15 seasons under Mark Richt. Getting ready for the second half here, A&M and LSU. You're A&M now. How do you run away from these guys?
Well, I think first and foremost, they got to stop Leonard Fournette. They're going to have to bring an extra guy down in the box. And on the offensive side of the ball, do what you do best. Don't even try to run the football against LSU. Line up, get the football to Christian Kirk, get it to Reynolds, get it to Speedy Noel. Use your weapons.
And if I'm LSU, you got to keep doing what you're doing, running the football. I got over 100 yards rushing. You just have to finish drives down in the red zone with touchdowns.
Good news here, LSU and A&M fans. the band is off the field.
Yeah.
There's no Stanford Cal. The
Man,
Three Doors Down
band.
is gone. Three Doors Down is good.
Yeah.
Come on now, Booger. I wish I'd have done that for Baffled Booger this year on the radio at some point. Only touchdown of the game. That's it. Ricky Seals-Jones, 7-6. Gig 'em.
Report is presented by Regions Bank, proud to be the official bank of the SEC.
Two-thirds of our planet is covered in it. So why do nearly 800 million people suffer from lack of clean water around the world? That's completely unacceptable to me. And that is why I'm working on a way to solve this global problem. Like here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. By taking the polluted water we already have and providing technologies to filter it back into clean water. My name is Manny, Senior VP of Technology. We are Coke.
At this very moment, on the campuses of Texas A&M, we are committed to creating new teaching methods to help children with autism find their voice. Coming up with new cures to fight cancer by treating it in man's best friend. And developing innovative smart grids to power the cities of tomorrow. So when called to take on the world's challenges, we don't hesitate, we step up.
New Supreme Nissan Sentras, just $99 a month. That's just $99 a month. New Supreme Nissan Altimas, just $139 a month. That's just $139 a month. Sentras, $99 a month. Altimas, $139 a month. Supreme Nissan of Slidell. Expect more.
For victory in life, we've got to keep focused on the goal, and the goal is heaven. The key to winning is choosing to do God's will and love others with all you've got. Sacrifice, discipline, and prayer are essential. We gain strength through God's Word, and we receive grace from the sacraments. And when we fumble due to sin, and it's going to happen, confession puts us back on the field. So if you haven't been going to Mass weekly, get back in the game. We're saving your seat on the starting bench this Sunday. Welcome home.
New Supreme Nissan Sentras, just $99 a month. That's just $99 a month. New Supreme Nissan Altimas, just $139 a month. That's just $139 a month. Sentras, $99 a month. Altimas, $139 a month. Supreme Nissan of Slidell. Expect more.
So Les Miles has led his Tigers out onto the field for the second half, and everyone wondering if this will be his last half as head coach of the LSU Tigers. And Jesse, the one thing that Les needs more than anything is just a little offense here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You got to find a way to be balanced somehow. So far, it's been a lot of running, a lot of Leonard Fournette, but Brandon Harris's inaccuracy has really hurt this offense. It's really strange right now that LSU is winning the turnover battle 2-0, yet they're losing the game. And really, the offense we've seen in this game so far, of course, came from Texas A&M on one long drive, led by Kyle Allen. It was a 7-play, 80-yard drive. Started with this bomb to Josh Reynolds down the sidelines. Later came back to him and again in a shallow cross. Nice job by Kyle Allen, moving to his left. And then finally, they faked the swing to running back White in the flat, and they hit Ricky Seals-Jones. Aside from that, LSU's defense has been really solid. They forced 3 punts. They got a fumble recovery in their own red zone. We have got a defensive war here in Tiger Stadium tonight.
So Leonard Fournette rushed for 99 yards. He has 99 of LSU's 156 yards in the first half. LSU deferring after winning the coin toss. So Fournette and the Tigers will get it first. And Geis is back deep for Bertolet. So the 12th man, Sam Miller, is ready to come down the field. Geis from the goal line. Splits an alley and breaks free at the 35. Sensational return. The young man won't go down, won't be denied. One of the great runs of the season.
Geis got two phenomenal blocks on the left-hand side of the screen that allowed him the cutback opportunity right there. And after that, it's all number 5, the true freshman, breaking tackles. And this is just solid will. Bad tackling by Texas A&M on a running back that weighs 222 pounds.
And the kicker finally has to get him, Jesse.
Yeah.
Bertolet saved a touchdown.
And you can see why this guy was the 8th-ranked running back coming out of high school right here in Baton Rouge, coming up with a huge play on special teams to start the second half.
A 75-yard return, trailing by a point, puts the ball at the Aggies' 25-yard line. The young man from right nearby, he could probably walk to this stadium. He grew up right here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And here comes Fournette on the first carry. So it'll be second down and long as Richard Moore makes a stop.
And you just got to capitalize in this situation if you're Brandon Harris and you're LSU. Really, for the entire game, LSU's had great field possession, especially to start drives. But it's down in these areas in the red zone where they've had their biggest difficulties. Got to find a way to make a play and get on the board, but come away with a touchdown here.
Whistle before the play began on that last run, picking up a yard. Fournette hit the 100-yard mark.
Prior to the snap, false start, 75 offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
And that was a freshman, Maha Tahuma from Keller, Texas. A pair of Tahumas on the LSU team. Second down and 14 coming up as a result of a penalty. The ball is put down at the 29-yard line. Dupree goes wide out to the left. Draw play for Fournette, and not much doing, and that's going to be third and long coming up here.
Now you've struggled all game in the first half if you're quarterback Brandon Harris. You're 4-17 in this game so far, but you're in field goal range right now, and certainly you're anxious and you're eager to make a big throw, but you got to be careful with your decision making. In a defensive game like this, you got to be very careful right now. Do not take a sack. Do not force this football into coverage. You want to give Trent Domingue an opportunity to take the lead.
Smith checks in at tight end, number 89. He had the big catch in the first half. He was on the right side of the formation, and now Harris is going to go down in the arms of Myles Garrett.
Nice job by Texas A&M. They got Myles Garrett, the best pass rusher in the SEC, lined up right here on the inside, and he's working against the true freshman, Maya Tahuma. One-on-one pass rush, and it's no contest. But that's what Brandon Harris could not do. You have to have the clock going off in your head. If you feel anything, any pressure, throw the football away and save the yardage.
Domingue with a 46-yard field goal attempt. Leaves it out to the right. And he's missed 3 in a row now after hitting his first 2. 2 of 5. The Aggies' 1-point lead holds. And again, LSU can't cash in after a brilliant 75-yard kickoff return to start the half.
Isn't it funny that the people you're closest to are also the hardest to shop for? But if you know where to look for inspiration, you can find the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Low prices on everything you need to share wonder every day. Walmart.
If you battle back or hip pain, don't tough it out, turn it off.
Smart Relief from ICI. Turn on relaxing pulses that immediately block even chronic pain. It's wireless, reusable, and easy to use.
Turn on Smart Relief and turn off pain.
there's nothing like game day. Franklin American Mortgage. It all begins with home.
Things I remember from Hurricane Katrina, dead bodies floating in the water, living on the bridge 4 days and 5 nights, looting to stores, just trying to get food for the family. It made me tougher, you know, it made me stronger that anything come my way, I can beat it. A lot of people don't get back to New Orleans. You know, I want to come back and build a playground for the kids, or daycare, make probably schools they can go to. It's just something that I want to do out of my heart. You know, I get nothing but support from the city, and I'm just grateful.
Maria Taylor, I know you spoke with Kevin Sumlin there at the intermission.
Yeah, Brennan, we just saw Texas A&M's defense force the Tigers into their 5th field goal attempt. Kevin Sumlin says he likes the way that his defense is playing, but he knows that in order to create separation in this game, they're going to have to finish drives offensively. He says he likes the one-on-one battles that they have on the perimeter. They're going to look to be aggressive and take shots throughout the second half. And he joked about Leonard Fournette. He said, yeah, we might be containing him now, but he is not really soothed by that. It's another second half where they'll have to handle the running back.
Well, the kickoff return put Fournette at the 25-yard line, and now the Aggies take over at the 29. LSU's offense goes in reverse. Carson and White will open up the second half, and White motions out. That led to their touchdown pass in the first half, and then they run Carson up the middle, and he reaches the 45-yard line for a first down.
And they need to get him going. He was held to about 2 yards a carry in the first half, but it's critical that they're able to get positive yardage early in drives to set up third and manageable and help this offensive line and quarterback Kyle Allen out.
They give Carson another chance, and he battles his way out to the 46-yard line. It'll be a second down.
And he's a workhorse. The Oregon transfer, 6 feet tall, 235 pounds. He can wear a defense down, and he's a guy that can carry the rock a lot. He knew he would have to this year. They had a running back, Trey Williams, last season go early to the NFL. They moved their other quarterback, or running back, Brandon Williams, to cornerback. So number 5, Carson's had a big workload all season.
Here comes White. Cut back. And battling, we'll see where forward progress is going to be marked. The line judge has it close to that first down mark.
They've got a center in Mike Matthews, who might be a little bit undersized at 6'2", 290 pounds, but he makes up for that with his athleticism. He did a phenomenal job pulling on that last play. Right here in the middle, going to come out wide and get some blocks up into the second level. They like to use angles in the blocking scheme. Really nice job here early running the football in the second half for the Aggies.
So the chains move. And again, the Aggies are sticking with the 2 running backs. So Kevin Sumlin and Jake Spavital make an adjustment and decide to use the 2 together. They motion White out, and they bring an end around off a lateral, trying to influence. This is Kirk, steps to the 35 and out of bounds, picking up what appeared to be another first down for the Aggies, but it was all influence. And White went in motion, and then Kyle Allen moved in that direction.
And I love the play call by Jake Spavital. Again, find creative ways to get Kirk the ball. He only had 1 touch in the first half. It was an explosive play. Hand it off to him, throw it to him, whatever you got to do.
Bump and run on Noyle off to the left. Again, White motions out as an added receiver, and it'll be Carson pounding behind the right side of the line. So this adjustment, Jesse, of using both these running backs is paying a huge dividend for the Aggies right now.
Yeah, and I think A&M's been a better running team this year, and a big reason why. Jake Spavital at offensive coordinator, but they also got Dave Christensen over from Utah to help out in the run game, and he's a guy that tweaks some of the mechanics of the offensive line. He gets the guards in 3-point stances. He's been really good in multiple runs. Downhill with running backs. You see Christensen right there. Factored in some quarterback runs as well.
Yeah, they've reduced 4 wide receivers to 3. And here comes White cutting back again. And he's finding daylight with that play. Beckwith, leading tackler at LSU, makes the stop.
Now, a problem Texas A&M has had tonight is pass protection. They've had an issue blocking the defensive ends from LSU. Arden Key, number 49, the true freshman. Lewis Neal, number 92. They've been winning against the tackles by Texas A&M. Here's a scenario. A&M has to give Allen time.
Now, they do give him the 4-receiver package as they change up offensively and leave White in as the single running back on this 3rd down.
And they've got Kirk here in the slot working against what looks like zone coverage.
There's a flag thrown. Prior to the snap, it was the umpire stopping play. He'll go back and confer with
prior to the snap,
Austin.
False start, 79 offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Joseph Cheek, the right guard. So this will make it quite a bit tougher here on this 3rd down.
They've got to be careful they don't go back any further. They've got a kicker in Tyler Bertolet that leads the nation with 5 field goals of 50 or more yards. But you're right about at the cusp right now for his field goal range.
On 3rd down, Allen couldn't find a receiver. Now he is forced to throw it high, and it was almost caught over there on that far side by James White, who had slipped out of the backfield. But it's a 4th down and long, and good defense.
Yeah, and Kyle Allen's lucky he didn't get sacked here. He was lucky to get out of this, because if he does, they're definitely out of field goal range. He just buys the time and tries for the shot, but really good coverage by their will linebacker, Debo Jones. Almost was intercepted.
So here comes Bertolet. See if he can tack on. Another one of those long ones this year. Hit that 55-yarder. Now he'll try to make a 54-yarder. Off to the right, missed it. So our 1-point tussle in Baton Rouge continues.
Friday night, buddy, you are gonna need a wingman. And my cash back keeps the party going.
But my airline miles take it worldwide.
It shouldn't be this hard. With creditcards.com, it's easy to search hundreds of cards and apply online. Creditcards.com.
I play my heart out, and this is the big break I've been looking for.
My family's been shopping at Belk my whole life.
Now they're helping us launch our music career with the Southern Musician Showcase.
It's fashion, it's music. I feel like an edgy Southern belle.
We as Southerners have a sense of pride about our music.
We want to give our absolute best.
Music is the heart of the South, and Belk gets it.
Belk salutes the winners of the Southern Musician Showcase. Hear more music, see more styles, and learn their stories at belk.com/music.
Hey, Doug, how'd that discount double check work out for you?
Oh, that was great. Great. I wish I had double checked before discussing that play earlier. Did anybody catch that play?
No.
Okay, we're going to act like we're debating about it. You two do the bouncy football thing. You rub your head like it's a real tough call. No, that looks like you're having a migraine. I'm going to break the huddle confidently, and we're going to call it incomplete.
Your mic's on!
First down! Thank you! 70,000 people were there.
20 million more watching at home. Got it!
Save big with State Farm. Introducing Ballpark Flame Grilled Jerky. Tough, but also tender.
Thank you.
Ballpark Flame Grilled Jerky. Dried to be tough, flame grilled to be tender.
A 1, a 2, a 3% cash back.
Next, there's gotta be a better way to find the right card.
CreditCards.com lets you compare hundreds of cards to find the one that's right for you. Just search, compare, and apply at CreditCards.com.
SEC Network Primetime Football is brought to you by AT&T, mobilizing your world. And Ballpark Flame Grilled Jerky, dried to be tough, flame grilled to be tender.
Senior night, Coach Les Miles out. There were 15 seniors who were introduced playing their final game here at Tiger Stadium. Great experience through the years, and there is Les Miles' wife there. in the white, and his family just right next to us. And these things are so hard on families when coaches and coaching staffs, we tend to forget how families are disrupted and assistants have to look for jobs and things of that nature, as Leonard Fournette, who has another 100-yard game. I want to point out a couple of things. Under Les Miles, LSU has never lost 2 straight games in Tiger Stadium. That's in never in 11 years. But he lost his last home game to Arkansas. Now he trails this one. And at night, LSU is 48-6 under Miles. And one of those came on a Monday night versus Tennessee. 2 of those night games came against top-ranked teams, Florida in 09 and Alabama in 12, as Harris and a first down pass to Dupree.
That time, a phenomenal throw, accurate and on time into a small window for Malachi Dupree to catch. It's a curl route working to his left side. There's the velocity, puts it on the inside shoulder, away from the defender, and on time. Just kind of wonder if some throws like that, a couple of completions, could get Brandon Harris's confidence going, get him into a little bit of a rhythm, and help this stagnant offense out.
So they're going to use Darius Geis and Leonard Fournette. They have first down right near midfield here, trailing by a point. And they'll give it to Geis coming around the left side. Daylight. He had a great kickoff return. Put it on the board. 50 yards after a 75-yard kickoff return that led to nothing. Geis said, we'll leave nothing to chance this time. I'm taking it to the house.
LSU's going to lose Leonard Fournette after next year, but they've got another really good running back waiting in the wings. What a nice designed reverse by offensive coordinator Cam Cameron, getting the true freshman running back out in space.
Domingue tacks on the extra point. Lead it by 6. Darius Geis went to nearby Catholic High School here in Baton Rouge. What a moment for his family and his friends who are watching.
What are you doing, Larry?
Jesse, to be the best analyst on the SEC network, you got to understand the traditions, the cowbell, the birds of war, the SEC style.
Well, you're a big fashion guy, Larry?
Look at me, man. Now look at you. That suit's trying to sell me a timeshare in Boca Raton, man. You don't even have little Dr. Peppers on your pants. Here. My mom made these special for you. Put these on before you embarrass yourself.
No, I'm good.
I don't think so.
13, 14. They're win $1,400. This is what your business is doing every year by staying with AT&T. Want a positive return on investment? Switch to Spectrum Business and give your business faster internet speeds and more advanced phone features, all for less than AT&T. Instead of putting $1,400 here, keep that money right here. Get 60 meg internet for just $39.99 a month when bundled with phone for just $29.99 a month. Call today.
Are you having problems with the IRS? Our trained professionals here at Wallen Associates have over 30 years experience helping individuals and businesses solve their tax problems.
Having tax issues, it's very scary. I was worried that we would lose our house. When I called Wallen Associates, they were able to meet with me in person, and I never had to talk to the IRS again.
Call now for a free consultation. We'll meet with you in person, face-to-face, at a local office near you.
Call now 1-800-461-6622. We solve tax problems.
Look who's out on the coverage team. Darius Geis. You know, he was the freshman of the week against South Carolina. He shattered career highs for freshmen. He had 16 carries for 161 yards and a touchdown. He averaged 10 yards a carry. And he is explosive.
Great job of misdirection. They're going to fake the handoff to Fournette up the middle. That takes 1, 2, 3 defenders to the fake. And here's Geis on the outside running the reverse. They were completely able to outflank Texas A&M. They got a great block by a true freshman tight end, Foster Moreau. And there's the other sensational true freshman, Darius Geis, doing the rest. And the Miles family loves it.
Sort of loosened up the atmosphere, didn't it, with this crowd? Tiger fans, some of the most faithful, jump back into it. And here's Christian Kirk and another electrifying freshman. He was cut off 4 yards short of the 20-yard line. Hit by Lewis, a linebacker. Well, celebrating its 11th year sponsoring the Good Hands Field Goal Nets, Allstate makes a contribution to participating universities' general scholarship funds for each field goal and extra point kick. Since 2005, Allstate has donated millions in scholarship funds.
And you're right, Brent. It just kind of seems like the momentum now back on the side of the Tigers playing at home. With that last drive, that last touchdown, the crowd now a little bit more alive. And it's now incumbent upon Kyle Allen, this Texas A&M offense, to have to respond.
And they'll stick with that two running back formation that they used in the last series. And they run at a big hole for Trey Carson. And the LSU bench was really celebrating, Maria.
Yes, and you mentioned the atmosphere, Brent, being loosened up, but now the team is communicating again. It was getting eerie here on the sidelines with everyone's heads down. Completely changed the mood after that rushing touchdown by Gus.
Here, Carson again. Cuts back. Punishing runner for the Aggies here tonight.
And that's what makes Death Valley so hard to come in as a visiting team and win. When this place gets loud, when the crowd is in it and the team's playing well and motivated, you talk about home field advantage and really the definition of hostile environment. Look in the dictionary, look up Tiger Stadium, Death Valley at night. You'll find a picture.
They run White well short. It'll be third down and about 5 coming up for the Aggies. Caden Smith, tight end, checks in for Texas A&M. LSU with 3 down defensive linemen, but they rush 4. And they're going to jump it off to White. White trying to swing free, but he is short. Gives up ground. Deion Jones, number 45 from New Orleans.
Fantastic play by Debo Jones, where that is a very long gain for Texas A&M. They had LSU fooled. They rolled Kyle Allen out one way. They throw the screen back the other. Debo Jones has to fight through 2 blockers to get to the ball. If he doesn't, that is at worst a first down for A&M. Great play.
Kaiser with White back deep for the Tigers, standing on their 23. Now backs up to the 22. And illegal, that might have been motion. Too long to get it off. Special teams advantage, and it's been big to LSU. With the exception of those 3 missed field goals, the return teams, the coverage teams, it has gone against Kevin Sumlin here.
And you see Kevin Sumlin yelling at his guys. He needs to get his football team woken up and fired back up again. They look like they've been in a little bit of a lull here these last couple series.
Fair catch at the 27-yard line. Well, Jesse, I know that Myles Garrett is one of your favorite defensive players, so let's bring him into the Aflac trivia question. One of 4 finalists for the Lombardi, he would join that win as the only Aggie to win it. Now, we want to name the 3 SEC players who have won it in this century.
So I'm going to say I think I work with one of them. I think a colleague of mine on Thursday is David Pollock, who was a phenomenal defender. Okay.
You're right. You got one.
Did Derek Thomas?
No, that
Alabama.
Probably a little before that.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So you're taking me back.
Well, one of them played for LSU.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if he played against you or not at Florida. I can't remember. First down and 10. Here's Brandon Harris. He's going to keep it. Picks his way. Fine run. Stepping out at that first down marker.
And they can do some more with this with Brandon Harris, whether it's designed or whether it's not. He has a ton of athleticism and speed, again, to avoid the negative plays. Slow play action on a zone read, trying to roll him out. First read isn't there, and I just love his decisiveness. Get north right now and get what you can get. He was the #2 rated dual threat quarterback coming out of high school last year for a reason. In this offense, I don't think they've used that running ability enough.
Well, the star of the night, Geis, is back in as the running back for LSU. Here he comes, and he's hit in the backfield for a loss. And
Myles
wrestled
Garrett.
down. There's Myles, who we just talked about.
Absolutely. He just runs right by Gerald Hawkins on the inside into this gap. Hawkins sets outside, bad footwork. He is just way too quick and way too sudden of an athlete. At 6'5", 262 pounds, this guy's got a 39-inch vertical. He's been clocked running at 20.8 miles an hour in a game with pads on.
Guy stays in the game. LSU goes to a 2 tight end set. And Harris bounces again to the outside. And it's caught. It was Justin Evans who made a sensational interception working on the near side.
Brandon Harris got flushed to his right side. Malachi Dupree at receiver works the scramble drill. You see him take his eyes off the football for just a second. And there's Evans going up. It looks like he has that left foot down in bounds. Take a look again. 2 hands, high points it. Does that left foot come down? Absolutely. That is a great play by the JUCO transfer and a huge takeaway, the first on the night for A&M's defense.
And they will take over on their own 40, and Trey Carson is the running back. 3 receivers out to the right. Kyle Allen slips a defender and had one-on-one over there, but terrific coverage that time. Lewis Neal was coming at him, but Jalen Mills had the receiver on that far side, and he gave away nothing. That's the guy that you really like.
Yeah, I love Jalen Mills. But, Brent, I can't say enough about Texas A&M's defense in this game. We just saw him come away with a turnover, but in sudden change situations, after they fumbled a kickoff return, the opening kickoff of this half, they were put in precarious scenarios. They've only given up 3 points in sudden change like that. John Chavis' group playing lights out.
Second down and 10. They have 4 wide receivers for Kyle Allen. And they decide to run it with Carson. And he crosses the 40-yard line. This will be 3rd and long. Jones again.
And Frank Herron that time broke into the backfield again for LSU. Big number 97. Texas A&M has their hands full with this unit. Right now, substituting on 3rd down, they got Kendall Beckwith. Normally plays linebacker. He's back up here at defensive end. We saw him force a fumble on a pass rush earlier in the game.
Press coverage on the outside. Allen fires far side, and it is complete for a first down to Christian Kirk.
That is a really, really good throw by Kyle Allen. It's just too good. You're in the pocket. The pass rush is bearing down on you. Man-to-man coverage. There's only one place you can put this. Low and away from the defender. That's exactly where he puts it. Christian Kirk pays it off.
Carson. And he comes across the 45-yard line.
The biggest advantage having Kyle Allen back in the lineup is that this offense just has more volume. They're more multiple in their pass games and their formations because Kyle Allen has familiarity. Second year in the system, he knows the checks to line of scrimmage. He can change routes on the fly. It's just something they didn't have when Kyler Murray was playing as a true freshman.
Now White is alongside Carson and the quarterback. No way. Very big time play by Frank Harrigan. Very active defensive lineman, young man from Memphis.
Another 3rd and long situation. Texas A&M having to respond here offensively. They got a little bit of a drive going. Jake Spavital, he's trying to find and dial up the one-on-one matchup for Kyle Allen to take advantage of. Big question, though, does Kyle Allen have enough time against this front seven from LSU?
Four-man rush, and Allen goes down at midfield, and the Aggies are forced to punt, and that was, again, terrific defense. Key, a freshman, was in on that play.
Yeah, and this wasn't a good deal for Texas A&M. They've got Lewis Neal coming over here, and you've got James White at running back, much smaller, that has to try and block him. No one touches Neal. White completely whiffs. Kyle Allen, bad ball security, holding that football like a loaf of bread. He's got to be careful here right there. That could have been a fumble.
So 3 sacks on 3rd down, as here is the punt with White. Oh. That's pretty easy right there, folks.
And that's kick-catch interference.
Yeah, I would say. I mean,
I think it's going to be on Brandon Williams. He looked like he was trying to catch the ball. It's like he didn't.
Kick-catch interference, 21 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. First down.
So, Jesse, let's go to that half flat.
All right. I got another name for you. Marcus Spears.
No, that's a good one, though. But the player who played here was Glenn Dorsey.
Yeah, wow, okay.
Okay. And then Nick Fairley, who was on the Cam Newton team.
Okay, good.
With Auburn. So those are the Lombardi Award winners from the SEC since 2000. And they were all terrific defensive linemen. And, of course, David Pollack now with ESPN works with you on the Thursday night college game. First down and 10. LSU with a lead and a penalty flag.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense number 84. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's Morrow, the freshman tight end.
You mentioned those Lombardi winners. There's the Lombardi finalist right there, and a guy that certainly deserves recognition as the National Defensive Player of the Year, I think. I just haven't seen many players since I've worked at ESPN impact the game the way he does. I would put him in the same category as a Jadeveon Clowney or an Ndamukong Suh with the way opposing offensive coordinators have to prepare for him.
After the penalty, it'll be Fournette to the 20-yard line, and Dayton Mack makes the stop on Fournette, who has a 100-yard game he's working on. Geis, of course, with a 52-yard game. He bolted for the touchdown as LSU takes the lead in the 3rd quarter. Still to come, the money quarter. LSU 13, Texas A&M 7.
Give your gathering something to gather around. Try catering at Chick-fil-A.
My dad always said, education is the one thing that no one can ever take away from you. I do want to reach out and better my community, and I can do that with education. Going to Regions Bank is very important for me because I get to sit down face-to-face with people and they will educate me about my financial situation. And I think it's very important that people know where they are and where they can go. Regents does a great job of guiding you to where you need to be. The building that I own right now is a building that I inherited from my father when he passed away. My real dream is that I can open up my educational center. To have my own business would be like he passed the torch down to me. If my dad was here today, I would probably tell him thank you for everything that he's done for me. Now I'm ready to take my next step.
I'm really into this car, but how do I know if I'm getting a good deal? TrueCar knows exactly how much people have been paying for the car I want. I tell TrueCar my zip and what car I'm into, and it shows me the TrueCar curve. This shows the range of prices people in my area actually paid for the same car. Looks like these folks paid a little more than everyone else. And this guy got the deal of a lifetime. This is how car buying was always meant to be. This is TrueCar.
Remember when you said men are superior drivers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then how'd I get this?
Allstate Safe Driving Bonus Check.
Who's that?
So weird, right? My agent, Tom, said...
Only Allstate sends you a bonus check for every 6 months you're accident-free.
But I'm a woman. Maybe it's a misprint. Does it look like a misprint?
Okay, let's try.
Silence. Ask an Allstate agent about the Safe Driving Bonus Check. Are you in good hands?
In some other games of note, Stanford has taken a lead over Notre Dame, 35-29, fourth quarter. Florida State shutting out Florida 13-0, headed to the fourth quarter. And Oklahoma is walking all over Oklahoma State. They're not yet at the half. And here, LSU sees the lead in the third quarter. And now they will come out with a second down. There's the quarterback, alongside Fournette. Fournette. And great ball handling by the quarterback, Brandon Harris. I thought for sure he'd handed it off to Fournette. Picked up a couple of yards.
And I really thought on this play, Brandon Harris had the comeback throw to the outside if he wanted it. He had his true freshman receiver at the top of the screen. That's Tyron Johnson just kind of working the boundary. And Harris had his eyes inside. There was a slip, but I think if he had thrown that, it was right at the first down marker. Instead, now they're faced with third and long.
My apologies to the cameraman. I thought for sure that he said it had it. Third down and 10. And Harris under enormous pressure to set the screen with Fournette. And that will be well short of a first down. LSU is forced to punt. Washington makes the play defensively for the Aggies.
Just nothing going for LSU in the pass game tonight. Texas A&M has done a good job most of the night of winning first and second down, forcing third and long. And when they've done that, they've won. And now the most dangerous punt return in the country, Christian Kirk, awaiting in his own end.
Jamie Keene, and the freshman's waving everybody away. And it will be downed at about the 28-yard line. So a reminder, Wednesday, the SEC ESPN Network grants you an all-access pass to Auburn for the 80th Iron Bowl at Jordan-Hare. Never before seen footage and sounds, pregame to postgame, SEC Inside, presented by Chick-fil-A at the Iron Bowl. So we talked about some of those teams that are in the scramble for the playoff position. Tougher than expected for Clemson. Alabama rolls. Derrick Henry with a big game. 44-20. The Oklahoma lead. Iowa will go to the Big Ten Championship next week against Michigan State. And Notre Dame, unless they rally, they'll be out of the playoff picture completely. Kyle Allen drops it off to a safety valve, Carson. And he is to about the 31-yard line. Jackson makes the play.
And you see that time Kyle Allen having to clutch the ball, pump fake. It's because nobody's getting open. I think this secondary for LSU has done a phenomenal job tonight, whether it's been man coverage or whether it's been zone, and matching these wide receivers, forcing Kyle Allen to hold on to the ball.
Here's White. And he's out to about the 33-yard line where it will be third down as Jones is just a terrific linebacker. He's a senior, so he was introduced to the crowd. This is his last home game for LSU.
And he's one of the best linebackers in the country. He plays with tremendous speed, always seems to get himself around the ball. He's replacing Quan Alexander, who, of course, is off in the NFL now. But we talk about awards. He's up for the Butkus Award as the nation's outstanding linebacker. He's made a lot of plays tonight.
Carson jammed up, bounces, and dove for what appeared to be a first down. Carson with a second effort here against this LSU front. The chains will move.
What a play call by Jake Spavital, too, here. 3rd and 6. Everybody expecting pass, but they go run. LSU had smaller bodies on the field. A&M takes advantage.
Now on first down, far side, got a man. And that was Speedy Noyle, kind of underthrew him a little bit. Looked like he had a step.
You know, Brent, I actually think if Speedy Noyle just kept running, I think he might have been able to catch this ball. He had a great release on the jump and ran right by the LSU cornerback. He left his feet in the air to try and high point it, but I think if he had just kept running, he may have run under that and caught it.
There is a flag, however, in the middle of the field.
Ineligible receiver downfield, number 56 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
And that's Mike Matthews.
Yeah,
Those few times that you will see offensive linemen flagged in college football.
And Brent, he was way down the field, too. I mean, he must have thought that was a run play. There was a miscommunication somewhere. But, man, he might have been 7, 8, 9 yards downfield on that one.
He'll hear from his Hall of Fame family members. Now, here's Allen again. And that was a little bit of a miscommunication.
I think Christian Kirk slipped and fell down, breaking out of the route. That time he had Jamal Adams covering him. One of the best true freshmen in the country, Christian Kirk, going against one of the best true sophomores in Jamal Adams. There are just so many good one-on-one matchups between guys that are going to one day play on Sunday. And I know we see a lot of them every week here in the SEC, but there is just so much talent, especially on the field tonight, between these two teams.
Trey Carson on a cutback. And he's not going anywhere. That's going to leave the Aggies with a 3rd and long. And I think watching this LSU defense, and I know Alabama's #1, I got to tell you, LSU is as good as it gets defensively.
Yeah, well, they've had some lapses the last couple of weeks with explosive plays. They play very, very well for long stretches in games, and then they give up a big one. Really, the only explosive one they got up tonight was to Josh Reynolds. Aside from that, they've been lights out.
Allen firing, and Kirk, the freshman, can't make the play for him. That was right at the first down marker there. So now the Aggies are forced to punt. Time is down to 11:04.
It's a catch that Kirk has to make. It's a little bit behind him, but Allen's protecting him from the defender. You see the safety was driving to the inside. Allen put that ball where it needed to be. That's a play Christian Kirk has to make.
Exit high. White's going to let it go to the end zone for a touchback. So Les Miles and LSU lead at 13-7. We thought you'd like to hear from some of the fans here. What do they think about the Les Miles situation? That's coming.
Hey, Chip, how'd the discount double check work for you?
Great. Just wish I had double checked those throwback uniforms, though. Cannot believe I found your size. Woo! Look at that, huh? Woo! You liked them, though, right?
No, I didn't.
It pays to double check. Save big with...
Good for you, look at that.
From the gifts they want to the ones they really want. From big gifts that mean a lot to little ones that mean everything. Get the perfect gift for everyone and share wonder on Christmas Day. Walmart.
How else do you think he gets around so fast? Take the reins this holiday and get the Mercedes-Benz you've always wanted during the winter event. Hurry, offers end soon.
Cheer up, kid.
Can't believe you missed that kick. We'll never make the playoff now.
Hey, man, you never know what's going to happen. 3 of the 4 teams that made the playoff last year had a loss.
So you think we're still in it?
No, not with that kicker. Your QB's got a noodle arm. Your linebackers are slow, man. But statistically, sure. I mean, why not? Yes.
You're right. We're in it.
I didn't. What?
Woo! Yeah, we're still in!
Just keep on believing.
I think he should stay. His relationship with the fans and the record he has with LSU, I believe he should stay.
But in any business, which at the end of the day, college sports is a business, it does become time to move on from your existing role.
He's a great recruiter. His players, love him, and I think he deserves one more year.
I think Coach Miles should go because we hadn't seen a change in the offense, and as GEAUX go.
He's playing a lot of freshmen and sophomores. Give him a chance to see if those players develop more, and that's the least they could do. He's a great coach.
So there's the assorted opinions, and you have heard from the fans the varying degrees of how they feel, Jess.
And I think he deserves one more year, and I think he deserves the opportunity to fix some things. I think the fixes need to come on offense. I think they need to tweak the system. In my opinion, they need more spread principles, more zone read, more tempo, more quick throws to get athletes in space. They need to develop the quarterback, but I think in 12 years, with the way he's won, he deserves the chance to fix this thing and get it right.
Penalty flag comes
down. 75 offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Now, the other thing with Les Miles is he has, right now, the #1 ranked recruiting class coming in next year, and you don't want to risk losing that by potentially making a head coaching change. I think this could be a very, very special year for them next season with the talent they have. They do need to make some tweaks on offense, but I think Les Miles has earned the right to make those changes and get this thing straight.
First down and 15. Here's Fournette, who will be among those who come back, and he battles his way out to the 27-yard line. But you mentioned the offense, and that has certainly been the problem that has plagued LSU since they met up with Alabama. They were the 2nd-ranked team in the country in that first playoff poll, and they haven't been able to win since. And they haven't been able to score points. 2nd down and 3. First down run by Leonard Fournette to the 40-yard line. So there's the first 7 games when they averaged almost 39, but then it got really tough. And the offense produced only 15.7 points a game.
They played 3 very physical front sevens in a row in Alabama, Arkansas, and Ole Miss. And when they couldn't run the football, this offense was stranded. Now, their best game balance-wise was against Florida in a very good defense. And that was the game, to me, that was the best I've seen Brandon Harris play. But they haven't had that consistent play at QB.
Here comes Geis. He's out to the 46-yard line. He's been the star with that breakaway touchdown. Return to kickoff 75 yards, and then he takes it to the house with 50.
Brent, I think in the big picture, I think a lot of the criticism for Les Miles has been the inability of LSU to develop quarterbacks. Really, ever since the 2007 National Championship, with the exception of Zach Mettenberger, they've had subpar play at the QB position year in, year out. There are programs around the country that replace guys with high-level QBs, and LSU just hasn't been able to do that.
2nd down and 4. Here comes Carson. 1st down, another terrific run by Geis. So let's go back to the Alabama story. 9-6 in Tuscaloosa, but then in the championship game, shut out. They haven't won since. It's 5 consecutive losses to Alabama. That has the natives restless. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. And I think I got my 5s confused there just a minute. Certainly that was Darius Geis, ball carrier. He's had a great night. Fournette is back in as the tailback. Into the middle, breaking free. You know, Jesse, the one thing that great running backs always seem to have, as the game wears on, they get stronger and stronger, and we're seeing that tonight with number 7.
That's definitely not a problem for Leonard Fournette, who already has 25 carries. He's a workhorse, and he just, you're right, doesn't lose any steam. He's a guy that can truly wear an opposing defense down, and it's amazing to me to see how much better he's gotten in year 2 in college football. There were a lot of people last year that looked at him and questioned whether he should have been the #1 high school athlete coming out. Well, they found out this year this guy's the real deal, and he's only going to get better.
2nd down and 2, and here's Fournette. Reaching for another 1st down, and this is a quality drive right now. Brandon Harris at quarterback. Geis and Fournette, the running backs.
And, you know, there, I think Fournette thought he should have got a face mask call. It looked like there was a defender jumping over top. It hit him. It was Claude George. Anyways, it's a classic LSU drive. Right now, you see the tempo. They're slowing it down, milking the clock. They're going to try and suffocate Texas A&M. Run the ball as Cam Cameron looks on.
He's the one standing.
Yep. And they're just going to keep this on the ground, try and take as much clock off as they can.
Geis. Well, I'll tell you, the first man just does not bring LSU's number 5 down.
But they need to stop desperately here, because even if LSU, if they can get a couple more yards and get in field goal range, make this thing 16-7, well, now it's no longer a 1-possession game. There's not going to be a lot of clock left for Kyle Allen to try and bring his offense back. So it's critical right now. At this point, you can't concede very many more yards if you're A&M.
2nd down and 10. Too tight. Toss. And it's Geis to the 29-yard line. And now Fournette will check back in.
It's the only offense I see where they toss the ball to the running back on inside runs. It allows the back to get the ball in his hands deep in the backfield. He can then get his eyes up at the line of scrimmage and find the hole. It's been a staple of the Les Miles running game for years here at LSU.
There were,
pulled it off well tonight.
Jesse, we had 10:55 on the clock when this LSU drive started. Down to 5:42 now.
Illegal substitution, 47 of the offense, 12 men of the formation. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
And that's Mouton, the fullback, who was late to the party.
And that's a big penalty, because you've got a kicker that's missed 3 field goals tonight in Domag. Right there, you had a 3rd and very manageable. You expected Les Miles and Cam Cameron would have run it again. May have had a chance to convert and even eaten off more. Right now, if you don't get much more yardage, this field goal is not a gimme.
So it is 3rd down and 11 for Harris. Swing, Fournette, 30, 25. 1st down, red zone.
Love the play call, and they got a pick on this play. They're swinging it out wide to Leonard Fournette. There's a linebacker trying to get outside to make the tackle, and he ran into a wide receiver on his route. Ran into John Diarse, and that gave Leonard Fournette a whole lot of green grass.
17 yards. He's got 4 passes for 43 yards to go with his 140 yards rushing. The tailback for LSU, and here comes number 7 again, and he blasts his way across that 15-yard line as a penalty flag comes down.
There was some extracurricular activity late in the play. William Clapp was laid in on a pile making a block, and I think an A&M defender may have retaliated.
Dead ball, personal foul, number 5 of the defense. Penalties half the distance to goal, automatic first down.
That's Mack.
So he's at the bottom of the pile. You're going to see number 64, freshman William Clapp, come into this play really, really late. And he gets a block. And I think it was on Mack, and Mack ended up being on the ground.
There's 12 men out there. Coach wanted him off the field.
Take a look at this, Brent. Look at 64 up here. He kind of comes in late, and there's Mack. He just kind of pushes him and shoves him. It wasn't really anything crazy vicious, and I don't know. You get 15 yards for that. That's weak to me.
So Geis checks in. He picks his way, but just too many Aggies. And it'll be 2nd down and goal.
I just wonder if you're Texas A&M and you start thinking about using some timeouts here to preserve the clock and count on your defense to force a field goal try. Even if you do, it's still a 9-point game. Kevin Sumlin and his team right now, they're in a tough predicament.
2nd and goal. LSU has not scored a touchdown, remember, when they've been in the red zone. They had a 50-yard strike for their score. Here's Fournette. He's stopped at the 5-yard line, make it 3rd down and goal now. And if the Aggies stop him here again in the red zone, then they will have to settle for a field goal. He's got to put it on 9. He can't gamble on 4th down if they get stopped by the Aggies.
No, I think they got to run the ball and try and keep it in the middle of the field.
Chavis ready to dial up a play against his buddy.
Take as much clock off as you can. It looks like Les Miles here are going to maybe use a timeout. Want to think about this. 1 second left. He wants look.
Milking the clock.
Timeout,
so
LSU.
we will take a break. When you come back, 2:54 remaining and a 3rd and goal for LSU.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because we know that anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Introducing Ballpark Flame Grilled Jerky. Tough, but also tender.
Thank you.
Ballpark Flame Grilled Jerky. Dried to be tough, flame grilled to be tender.
If you want our lowest prices on our best selection of new and used vehicles, then visit the Bill Hood family of dealerships or click hoodauto.com. Visit Bill Hood Ford Lincoln in Hammond, Bill Hood Nissan, Mazda and Hyundai on the import corner in Hammond, Bill Hood Chevrolet Buick GMC in Amite, Bill Hood Chevrolet in Covington, plus our 2 new stores, Bill Hood Premium Pre-Owned in Hammond and Bill Hood Pre-Owned Outlet in Ponchatoula. Click hoodauto.com.
Now only Ford offers $750 Black Friday bonus cash on select vehicles on top of Ford Friends and Neighbors pricing.
That doesn't happen every day.
Make Black Friday hassle-free with low prices on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. And get $750 Black Friday bonus cash on select Ford vehicles on top of all other offers.
It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone.
Get an F-150 using Friends and Neighbors pricing, offering a value of $10,388. It all ends November 30th from your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
SEC Network Primetime Football is brought to you by Ballpark Flame Grilled Jerky. Tried to be tough, flame grilled to be tender.
LSU leading Texas A&M in the fourth quarter. And a big third down here for the Tigers. Garrett and the defense ready.
I don't think there's any reason to expect why Leonard Fournette wouldn't carry the football right here on third down. You want to bleed as much time off the clock as you can if you're LSU. Put it in the hands of the best running back in the country.
Derrick Henry begs to differ, but that's a different story. Good call, Jesse. And Les wants to know what they're throwing, and I want to know. It looked like the referee's yellow flags or kerchiefs were coming down in the end zone.
Yeah, they look like there's about 20 flags thrown. But how about that? In this fourth quarter, LSU and their physicality and ability to run the ball is just taken over completely that time. Right guard William Clapp pulling. They got a great block from their fullback Mouton. Springs Leonard Fournette into the end zone. Gives LSU a huge cushion.
They go 80 yards in 13 plays.
They're going to go for 2, Brent.
8:05. Fournette is here for the 2-point conversion. Don't think so. And a penalty flag comes flying.
Holding, offense 74. That penalty's declined. The play count is no good.
So that was the 18th touchdown. And the quarterback is shaken up when he came over there.
Brandon Harris slow getting up.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
I'm really into this car, but how do I know if I'm getting a good deal? TrueCar knows exactly how much people have been paying for the car I want. I tell TrueCar my zip and what car I'm into, and it shows me the TrueCar curve. This shows the range of prices people in my area actually paid for the same car. Looks like these folks paid a little more than everyone else. And this guy got the deal of a lifetime. This is how car buying was always meant to be. This is TrueCar.
There you have it. Les Miles, and while you were away, many in the student body were chanting, Les Miles, Les Miles. In his 11th season, a lot of love. He's a very, very popular member. As Leonard Fournette, having scored that touchdown again, 18 touchdowns. You can see what Fournette did, breaking the rushing record of the great Charles Alexander and Jeremy Hill. How about his performance with the Cincinnati Bengals right now? And he's within one touchdown of tying the LSU single season record. That was set by LeBrandon Tofield back in 2001. So the records are falling around the legs.
There's more to fall. He's coming back for another year.
Indeed. Christian Kirk is back deep. And it's fielded on the 7-yard line by the young man. And he's just shy of the 25-yard line. So here is the all-time rushing leader for LSU, busting into the end zone to make it 19-7. And Les loves it.
At Mahindra, we believe 2 workhorses are better than 1. So we're giving out a $500 rebate when you package any Mahindra tractor with Mahindra's all-new Impact XTV. Or choose red ribbon savings like up to $6,000 cash back. No wonder folks are making the smart choice and switching to Mahindra, the world's #1 selling tractor with big red ribbon savings.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah?
We've got Allstate, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Well, I found this new thing called
Allstate Quick Photo Claim.
It's an app. You understand that? Just take photos of the damage with your phone and upload them to Allstate.
Really?
So you get a
quicker estimate, quicker payment,
quicker back to normal.
I just did it. But maybe you can find an app that will help you explain this to your father.
Quick photo claims. Just another way Allstate is changing car insurance for good.
At Regions Bank, we're here to help you move your life forward. But managing money correctly can be tough, especially for college students. That's why we sometimes bring in some extra help.
Young lady, you are way too smart to hit that order button. $750 on a dress that'll be out of style by next week? And what, you might wear it 2, 3 times tops?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I probably am right.
Regions, official bank of the SEC.
I play my heart out, and this is the big break I've been looking for.
My family's been shopping at Belk my whole life.
Now they're helping us launch our music career with the Southern Musician Showcase.
It's fashion, it's music. I feel like an edgy Southern belle.
We as Southerners have a sense of pride about our music.
We want to give our absolute best.
Music is the heart of the South, and Belk gets it.
Belk salutes the winners of the Southern Musician Showcase. Hear more music, see more styles, and learn their stories at belk.com/music.
We're going to take a look at tonight's AT&T strong performance. It's a play that turned this game completely around. LSU was behind, and Darius Geis went the distance.
He's been phenomenal, really kind of set the tone, changed the momentum in this game. The true freshman had the big reverse touchdown run, also had a huge kickoff return to start the second half. He's really helped re-energize the crowd here at Tiger Stadium, and obviously Leonard Fournette comes in with all the accolades and all the attention that this young true freshman from Baton Rouge. He's had a heck of a night.
Play action, Kyle Allen, and the Aggies are forced to hurry. This is Speedy Noel.
It's a nice job of Speedy Noel getting out of bounds and at least stopping the clock just for a split second. They said he wasn't out of bounds. Wow, I thought he was. LSU was able to rally and actually help get more time off the clock.
Second down and 4. Closing in and crushing Allen is Arden Key, a freshman from Atlanta, Georgia.
I think he's the next Kiki Mingo, the next Daniil Hunter here at LSU with his length and speed and athleticism. For a true freshman, he's a guy going to be making a lot of plays for this defense for years to come. I thought it was a fake. They called for a face mask?
Following the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the 49 of the defense. 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. Automatic first down.
That is the freshman.
49's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the game.
Yeah, and it's the celebration after the sack right there. A little Cam Newton action. You do that on Sundays. You can't do it in college football. And it's a costly penalty. It gives LSU a fresh set of downs. Much better field possession.
But they've got to hurry. They've got only 2:11. Down a couple of touchdowns. And Seals Jones just shy of that first down. Mills makes another defensive play for LSU. They're into the hurry up. The final 2 minutes. Kyle Allen tried to drive them. On the move. Now he hits the freshman coming across. He thought about it earlier, and then Kirk continued across the field, and Kyle hit him, and Jake Spavital trying to quickly get the plays into his quarterback.
It's really important, LSU and their DBs tackle the catch. You cannot allow this group of athletes at wide receiver to get extra yards after the catch.
Key checks back in to that defensive front. LSU rushes 5. And they get to the quarterback, who has to throw it away.
Fans want intentional grounding, but I think Kyle Allen.
There's no foul for intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside the pocket and threw the ball beyond the previous spot.
So I was going to say, just barely got himself outside the pocket that time. This pass rush all night for LSU has been in the backfield and been in Kyle Allen's face. He has not had a lot of time at all tonight to operate.
Second down and 10. Before the snap.
Part of the snap. Delay of game. Offense number 10. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
It's on the quarterback, and that's going to make Kevin very unhappy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of bad penalties for Texas A&M tonight in this game.
Please reset the game clock to 1:38. 1:38.
Well, there was Jermaine Ifedi on an earlier personal foul, or Dalen Mack later in the game on a personal foul, or roughing into the kicker to extend a drive. It's been that kind of night. Undisciplined football for the Aggies.
Second down and 15. Out of bounds is Noel, and that'll stop the clock at 1:33.
Time of the essence, obviously. You need 2 touchdowns if you're Texas A&M here. So you're thinking score, onside kick, score. Still, with this wide receiving group, that's not impossible. It's the best starting 4 wide receivers, I think, in the SEC.
Reynolds. My goodness. Jackson. What a play. What a play by Jackson, the freshman.
This is just tremendous coverage in a one-on-one situation on a 50-50 ball. It's just who wants it more? There's a little tug of the jersey, but he's able to swat the ball away with his right hand. And how about the concentration going to the ground? And it's important to remember, Dante Jackson has spent some time playing wide receiver on offense this year. He was recruited out of high school as an athlete. He's got tremendous ball skills. Another one of these young, outstanding, true freshmen. We've talked a lot about Geis on offense. How about that play right there by Dante Jackson?
The third Aggie turnover of this game. 1:26, backed up in the shadow of their own end zone. Brandon Harris and Fournette go to work on the clock. And let's check in now with Dari Noka in the studio.
All right, guys, it is an SEC Right Now, brought to you by State Farm. And just to tie a bow around it, the 112th Egg Bowl game, the trophy goes to Ole Miss, 38-27. We'll get you back to Baton Rouge in just a moment.
If you battle back or hip pain, don't tough it out. Turn it off.
Smart Relief from ICI. Turn on relaxing pulses that immediately block even chronic pain. It's wireless, reusable, and easy to use.
Turn on Smart Relief and turn off pain.
You won't see these folks at the post office. They have businesses to run. They have passions to pursue. How do they avoid trips to the post office? Stamps.com. Mail letters. Ship packages. All the services of the post office right on your computer. Get a 4-week trial plus $100 in extras, including postage and a digital scale. Go to stamps.com/TV and never go to the post office again.
Well, let's take a look at our tough and tender moment, brought to you by Ballpark Flame Grilled Jerky. And it's all Les Miles tonight. Tender moments with the family on the field, waving to the crowd as he came out for the introduction of his seniors. And then toughness on the sideline as Fournette takes it to the house. Bo Schembechler would be proud.
And after all the speculation, all the negativity that's been swirling around the program during this 3-game losing skid, particularly this week, what a tremendous effort from Les Miles and his football team getting him the win here at home.
Hand off to Fournette. Forward progress. Will be marked out by the
Texas A&M. The second timeout of
so
the half.
the Aggies quickly burn their second timeout. So no doubt in the next couple of days we will find out the fate of that man, Les Miles. One thing really stands out to me, and Shaquille O'Neal referred to it. You got to read all these articles that your job's in jeopardy. The administration at no time came out and said, Les Miles under contract, he's our coach, he will be our coach next year. That's what is really leading to the speculation.
I think the thing that's most impressive to me then is the way that he's been able to keep his head down along with this coaching staff and these players and just go to work. It can be something if a player so distracting when you don't know what the future is of your head coach and you wonder what his headspace is, what his motivation is, if he's already thrown the towel in. But Les Miles told us yesterday, every single day this week, he came to the football offices with one goal in mind, to beat Texas A&M. I think his coaching staff and his players have followed suit.
3rd and 9, there's that pitch to Fournette. And he is short of the first down. So they will be forced to punt it away with a minute left as Justin Evans. Jesse, I'm going to say again what I said to Paul Feinbaum.
Timeout of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
If he is let go by LSU, he will stay unemployed for about 2 hours if he wants to jump back. And I will tell you folks, in the next couple of days, coaching chaos is about to set in college football. So many jobs are open or will open. We haven't seen anything yet.
And Brent, especially if this job opens, it sets off a huge domino effect around the country. We've already seen a lot of the jobs reportedly starting to get taken. Justin Fuente from Memphis on his way to Virginia Tech. Matt Campbell from Toledo maybe on his way to Iowa State. But this is the job. And I know right now people kind of look out there and they look at USC and they look at Miami as great jobs. And those are great jobs, no doubt about it. But this one right here with what you can recruit, the prestige surrounding it, this is one that a lot of head coaches around the country would love to have.
Jamie Keane with Christian Kirk. And a short kick. This is going to give Texas A&M the ball at the LSU 30-yard line. A young man from Australia with a 16-yard punt. Yes, you did blow it, young man.
His coach trying to talk to him. He's saying, I'm good, I'm good. I know what I did. Went off the side of my foot. So here's Kyle Allen now back on 30-yard line. You got to get going. You don't have any timeouts left. Score, onside kick, touchdown. That's what you need.
Need a quick strike. 4 receivers spread across the field. Allen hasn't had much time, and the secondary's done a job, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Nowhere to go with the football. You see
down
Kyle
again.
Allen, yeah, he took a huge shot from Debo Jones. It's kind of been that night for Kyle Allen. He's been under pressure all night long. Debo Jones came from his linebacker spot all the way over to the sidelines, and he literally blew Kyle Allen up. Watch this hit. Rolling to his left. Watch him leave his feet in the air right there. Oof. His head kind of snaps back and hits the grass. That's the worst kind of hit as a quarterback, the ones you take right in the front. Of course, Kyle Allen got banged up against Alabama a few weeks ago. Suffered a right throwing shoulder injury. He was slow getting up earlier in this game as well after a sack and forced fumble from Beckwith. And
they need a relief pitcher now. He has to go off. He intended to.
You know, I think Kyler Murray is probably the best option here because of his scrambling ability to get away from LSU's pass rush by time.
You know, Jake Hubenek is also loosened up.
Yeah,
and you see Hubenek there with Spavital. We're going to bring him in.
He's a guy that played at Oklahoma State, transferred to Blinn College. That's where Cam Newton played in junior college before he went to Auburn. And this is a guy that has a quick release. Played some snaps this year, relief duty.
Bulletin. Stanford eliminates Notre Dame on a last-second field goal on the West Coast. The door swings wider and wider for Oklahoma in the winner of the Big Ten. Incomplete. The Big Ten championship will be played next week, Michigan State and Iowa. And you would think that the winner of that game certainly would get a bid. Meanwhile, the Gators are struggling, and they'll go to the championship game against Alabama. If Alabama wins that, and they will be a double-digit favorite with Florida struggling here down the stretch. Alabama will certainly be in. Clemson will play North Carolina. Incomplete.
Coverage has just been too good all night long for LSU. The DBs, the secondary, they've won the most critical matchup on the field tonight against the receivers from Texas A&M.
Could be the last play of the game for the Aggies. And as a member of the SEC, Texas A&M still has never beaten LSU. And for Les Miles in what could be his last game in Baton Rouge, we'll await word on that next week. How sweet it is. Rallying in the third quarter.
It's impressive because it's a team that could have completely folded. I mean, we talked about it. Just a couple weeks ago, they're the number 2 team in the country, 7-0. They had the Heisman front runner, lost 3 games by double digits in a row. First time that's happened here since 1966. Speculation surrounding the future of Les Miles, and yet the coaching staff, the team, the fans came out here to support him. The team responded. An impressive win.
The Les Miles victory formation. There have been a lot of victories through the years here in Baton Rouge and elsewhere. None sweeter than this one. for Les Miles.
We're moving out of the way now, guys. Thank you. We got it. I got it.
Yes, indeed, what I expected. Les Miles carried off the field by his players following a hard-earned 19-7 victory in what could be the last time he exits Tiger Stadium as head coach, a man well loved by fans and players and media. And all the times that I have dealt with Les Miles, and Jesse, I think you join me, he's been a man of enormous class, great wit, and has been just terrific covering his LSU football team.
No doubt about it.
Maria Taylor down below with the coach. Maria?
This team's going to be fixing the same.
Coach, you just got off the shoulders of your team. Tell me what this moment feels like for you.
It's great. I love this team. Great young men. They fought like hell. I'm going to have to sing alma mater now. I'm sorry. The molder of mankind, may greater glory, love unending, be forever thine. Our worth in life will be thy worth. We pray to keep it true. And may the Spirit live in us forever as true. Now I can talk to you.
Are you done?
We still got him. And a beautiful singing voice you have, Coach. Tell me what was required of your team in order to block out all distractions, negativity, and speculation in this matchup?
We're pretty special guys, because you know what, with social media and the whatnot, you cannot build a wall around them, okay? They had to deal with social media. They had to hear how this and that, and you know what? They came to work. They practiced their butt off, and you want to tell you something? It was a pretty special night for all of us.
Well, we keep hearing your name being cheered from the stands. You had to tip your hat earlier today. What does it mean to hear this support?
I have always loved this place. It's nice to be reviewed.
All right, with the win at the end of the regular season, what is your take on your future here at LSU, Coach?
I have no idea. The only thing I can tell you is that I have enjoyed coaching this team. These are quality men, and I'm very proud.
The guy who just came up next to you, you were able to hand him a ball that said that he set the single-game rushing record, or season.
8th thing. He earned it, and let me tell you what, it's a nice offensive line and a quality offense that helped along the way. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You bet you bet.
What was that moment like when Coach was handing you the ball and you broke the record down in this season, Leonard?
First of all, I thank God. Without him, we're nothing. And the season, God doesn't make one mistake. Everything happened for a reason. And the game plan, just play together as a team. And, a lot of adversity was going on through these last 3 weeks. And Coach Miles came talk to us, and I told him as a team, as a unit, that we got his back no matter what.
As players, what were you guys talking about in the locker room? You obviously planned to put him on your shoulders at the end of this game. How did you want to show your support for him today?
Like I said, without him, none of us would be here. He signed those papers on signing day to give us a scholarship. And each and every day, we look at this man in his eyes every day. He's like our father and / our brother. So we go to walk for him anytime, any day.
And what do you have to say to your team, Coach? It's the end of the regular season, the final message that you have for them as you walk out of Tiger Stadium.
Well, they probably just earned themselves a little bit better bowl trip, an opportunity at another victory. And, we had one canceled on us. This really has the potential to be a 10-win season in another time.
Well, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it, guys.
Quality men. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, Maria. Les Miles singing the alma mater. That'll reverberate across the country today and tomorrow. And there was one more game ball, folks, that I want to tell you about. Brandon Harris took the ball off the field ran toward the locker room, and I dare say he will present it to that man right there after this victory here tonight over Texas A&M. There is number 6. And he got one more souvenir that is coming Coach Miles' way.
Special. Pretty special.
That's his wife. The embrace. Children are also down there to the left.
We're walking.
You can hear the chant.
Except that if they
We're walking. We're walking.
Macy.
I get to go to the dome and watch you, just like I watch you. Hopefully.
We're walking, guys. Thank you.
Good job, guys.
We're walking. Give us some room. Thank you.
One of his sons in the high school playoffs. And less frequently on a Friday night, will make sure that he gets to watch him. The exit of a quality man. And so, Jesse, we will, await word. I'm sure it'll come Sunday or Monday, whatever the decision is going to be. But this was, it was an emotional night, and the kids, they banded together, which showed you how much they respect and love their coach.
Yeah, Les Miles, just the eye in the middle of the hurricane all week long. There was so much distraction surrounding this program all week long and the future of Les Miles. It would have been so easy for this football team to fold and to quit, and for Les Miles and this coaching staff to potentially quit as well. But you have to give them credit. They went to work all week long, came out, and got the victory. And it was classic Les Miles football, let's be honest. Running the football on offense and on defense, he certainly did it his way. And just watching those pictures, you really get a chance to see just how beloved Les Miles is here in Baton Rouge, what he's meant to this university, what he's meant to his football players, past and present, and what he means to this football program. It's very unique. I think Les Miles is good for college football. I've loved covering him in my short time at ESPN. I know you've had a very long time with him as well. And just personally, I hope he gets one more year here. I really do. I think he's earned that opportunity. This was fun. It was fun for me to be here with you and an opportunity to see pictures like what we just saw.
Yeah, as we bring down the curtain on the regular season. Of course, there's one more big game in the SEC. Alabama will be playing Florida for the championship in Atlanta. But a second-half rally gives LSU a 19-7 victory over Texas A&M. Jesse Palmer, Maria Taylor, I'm Brent Musburger. So long from Baton Rouge. Now let's go to the studio and Dari Noka. Dari.